kijana hana baba nyumbani, tabia yangu inasema yote, hata kama sioni wanaelewa tu, huyu kijana hana baba nyumbani. Sasa nimefikia wakati wa kuoa, lakini nani atanifundisha? Hakuna mtu wa kunionyesha jinsi ya kuwa mume, jinsi ya kuwa baba. Kila mahali naona wanawake tu, wanaenda kuleta mahali, wanaenda kwa wako, wanaume hawapo. Mimi nitajua vipi kuwa mwanamume? Kila mtu anaweza kuzaa, lakini si kila mtu anajua kuwa baba.
If you haven't noticed, that New Year resolution list is still sitting there, untouched. And a quarter of the year already slipped through your fingers. You keep scrolling, you keep saying soon, you keep waiting for a mood, a miracle, a feeling, instead of a decision. You worry about what people will say, people who never, not once, factored you into their choices. But you hand them the steering wheel of your own life. Read that again. Break your own chains, or learn to love your cage. This is the year you pick a side. Fear in the driver's seat, or your hands on the wheel. You do not get both. Not anymore.
You guys are in the way of this other camera. That's why I'm trying to fix here.
Self-sabotage has been your closest friend, talking you out of every door. Stay where it's safe. Stay where you're used to losing.
All right.
You fear change because it exposes.
Can you still hear music?
Nyinyi. You fear failure, so you fail in advance by never starting.
You guys,
you fear rejection,
what is
so
it
you
thing called?
reject yourself first.
Can you still hear the music?
You fear success because it will demand a version of you you haven't met yet. You
were
taught to shrug and handed slogans to shout. You were told you are first and not last, a winner and not a loser, head and not tail, above only. You know the lines. Where you quote victory while practicing defeat. You shout, "I am great," and live like you're optional, like you're
I think we are good.
Like you're a background character in your own story. Break your own chain, or learn to love your cage. This is the year you pick a side. Fear in the driver's seat, or your hands on the wheel. Do not get both. Not anymore.
Come on.
Faith is not a sticker on a broken.
All right. Where is Wairimo? But the mother of my two children. Is Wairimo here? Wairimo, you got me good last time. You are something else, Wairimo. All right.
Done yet?
What were YouTube? What is happening? Can you still hear me?
Done outsourcing your courage
YouTube
to
people.
and slogans.
Trevor, the drone 254. Am I still coming through? Or do I need to restart? Already clear. Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Canada. Where is Wairimo? I am going to get my wife one of these days. Nitachomoka hapa na baby, mtabaki na mawivu zenu. because it's not doing what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to glow differently, and it's too shiny. Something happened. It's not supposed to be that shiny. It's supposed to glow a certain kind of gold, and it's not doing it. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm trying to reset the focus of the camera, see if it's gonna make any difference. I like beautiful things, and women especially. To have with our dinner. Yes, you are Mr. BT Creation. All right, thank you so much. The sound would improve. I don't know. This sound here, don't worry about it. I was concerned about these other people. This one will get better. All right. Why are we listening to that? That's not my music. This is Hello by Adele. It's not Adele, it's Adero from Maragua.
Hello, ni mimi. Nilikuwa nashangaa kama baada ya miaka hii yote ungependa tukutane, tupitie yote tena. Wanasema wakati unaponya majeraha, lakini mimi bado sijapona kitu. Hello, unanisikia? Niko California nikiota kuhusu sisi wa zamani, tulivyokuwa vijana na huru. Nimesahau jinsi ilivyohisi.
Lea Wachira, you text me, I snubbed you. Where? 100% chances are you said hello. What am I supposed to do with hello? Lea Wachira said hi. I'll be like, hiya. Oh, yeah, Wachira. You see the difference? Kila kitu nilichokifanya, lakini unapopigiwa simu huwa huko nyumbani kamwe. Hello, kutoka nje. If you are sending a message to a Kenyan number, I don't have a Kenyan number. That's a M-Pesa number. It's not attached to anything. My number starts with +1. I have 4 of those. You utilize one of those, Lea Wachira. Introduce yourself better than hello. I don't know what to do with hello. Kwa nini mimi nakuwa kama mkali hivi? Nitawahi pata bibi kweli? I am rich. My G is always happy. As opposed to what, bro? As opposed to what? As opposed to what? Do you know how much I have worked on myself to be this way? If I put a weight of my experience in this life, you would crumble to the bottom of the sea. Hey, let me be. Hey, let me be. Let me be. All right. What are we doing here? What about YouTube? We still good?
Kujibu simu, angalau unaweza kujaribu. Kujibu simu, ni vigumu sana kukuacha uende, lakini lazima nikuambie.
Oh, it's on this side. What the hell? This one here. What is this? It's the reflection of the shadow. I'm supposed to solve it. I'm supposed to solve the problem. What is this going on here? I'm a perfectionist. Now, all right. Oh, you like the Adero song? Oh, that's a beautiful, sweet song. Beautiful. Okay, YouTube iko sawa. Thank you so much. Sultan Francis 380. Yes. I am playing the music inside the computer from my Apple Music account. Not account, right? Like a customer. My music is ASKiQ Watson. So I just went on Apple Music, just say ASKiQ Watson, and I'm playing the music from there. So it's the volume, it's going to improve in a minute. I'm going to get rid of these people in a minute. And we are going to use that phone to play the music from here. For now, let's just catch up. It's going to be perfect. If you are here in the morning, when I was doing X Spaces, that crispy sound, we are about to get it. I have figured out a few things. Boom! That's the maximum sound for now. But I'll supercharge it in a minute. Kutoka upande mwingine nimekuita mara elfu, samahani kwa yote niliyokufanyia, lakini simu. Some comments in this life were filtered to protect the community's experience. I keep forgetting we still have useless people on this planet. I am so naive. Break your own chains. This is a beautiful song.
If you haven't noticed, that New Year resolution list is still sitting there, untouched. And a quarter of the year already slipped through your fingers. You keep scrolling, you keep saying soon, you keep waiting for a mood, a miracle, a feeling, instead of a decision. You worry about what people will say, people who never, not once, factored you into their choices, but you hand them the steering wheel of your own life. Read that again. Break your own chain, or learn to love your cage. This is the year you pick a song.
That has to be a man. Women don't beg.
Or your hands
because
on the wheel. You do not.
Women know how to communicate value. It's a very crazy thing. If you read these comments here, ninunulie sapa leo, nikupee namba unitumie kakitu, it has to be a man 100% of the time. Because women know how to communicate value. Probably because they came with it and because they have figured out how to survive. Without ever doing anything other than prepositioning who they are to men. But a 21, 22, 23, 24-year-old man that has not raked in value yet, he is thinking he is a woman, that he can beg like a woman without a transaction of value that he does not have. It does not work like that. It's very disgusting for a man to beg. I'm saying this with all seriousness. Unless you are begging for work, an opportunity to be useful in a process, but you cannot beg a product. It's very disgusting. We can beg to be included in a process to produce something. Women are allowed to beg for the product at the very final production stage of that process because they do come with value. Something some of you have not yet reconciled. how much value women bring with them from the age of 14 until they exit this planet. If you want me to explain why I said until they exit the planet, I can. But a young woman is fully loaded with value. So she can ask for a product because it's a transaction between your product through your process and her product through nature. The reason I said briefly why a woman benefits from that product for the rest of her life is because smart women like my mother, she attaches herself with a man, she has children, now she derives value from the man and the children. And now in her old age, she gets entertained by grandchildren and great grandchildren. For the rest of her life, she's set just from the value she came in at the age of 14. We have to work for that value ourselves. And oftentimes, we leave it to the woman. 99% of the time, the guy drops dead before the woman does, and leave all this value that he never had and worked for the rest, for the entire of his adult life to the woman who walked in with nothing other than what God gave her. We have to really reconcile those things so that we can understand how to communicate our value when we get it, and so that we don't give that value to the wrong person. Because now at 22, a woman who is 22 is going to deny you her value. Okay? 10 years from now, both of you will be 32. You cannot go back to that woman who rejected you to give you value. I'm about to call Mr. USIU because Mr. USIU, that's where we started. When we didn't know him, those are the voice notes he was sending me. And I was telling him, do not share your value with somebody who refused to give you your value 10 years ago. You cannot attach yourself to a woman of your age because at 22, in the same age, she had more value, you did not have nothing, and she never shared that value with you. So you cannot go build yourself and then give that value to the 22-year-old. I don't know why I'm only looking at TikTok people. Well, because I'm answering your question. So at the point where you're rejected value by somebody who has at the top of their value at 22, this is the religion of George ASKiQ Watson. When you get the value 10 years later at 32, go back there. Go back to that 22. At the prime of their value, go back there. For some of us, we go a little lower. Go back there where that value was that you could not access. Go back there. I have a song for it. Where is that song? It's right here.
Always date younger women. End of discussion. Not because you want control, but because women your age are emotionally depleted. They don't know they budget. Years of bad decisions taught them one rule: never give a man your best again. So they are guarded, jaded and transactional. Affection has conditions, sex has leverage, peace has a price. They don't feel first, they are it first. You're not a man to desire, you're a contingency plan, a hedge against loneliness, resume slot labeled stable enough. They speak in therapy terms because raw emotion scares them. They call it boundaries, it's really fear dressed as wisdom. Younger women haven't been hollowed out yet. They haven't learned direction, femininity. They still respond to certainty. Strength and direction, non-negotiations and disclaimers. Older women want commitment before desire.
TikTok, you people are mad people. TikTok, you are mad people.
One wants security, the other wants you. Choose accordingly.
This is related.
Ask a woman what a good man is, and watch her describe a servant. She'll say a good man provides, protects, pays the bills, plans the life, listens to the storm, be patient when I'm chaos, support my dreams. She lists what he must do, but she never says what she brings to the table. Listen up, young man. My name is ASKiQ Watson, and I'm the guy you come to, and where you've been to has made you to come to. I tell you what you need to hear in a way you don't want to hear, but you have to hear. When she only talks about what he owes her, and never what she owes the relationship, she's not describing love. She's describing a service. Expectations without reciprocity don't birth love. They birth entitlement dressed in heels, when the only question is, what do you owe me? You're not building a kingdom, you're a servant with a ring. A man with no boundaries ain't good, he's convenient, he's the doormat she wipes her moods on. Society conditions you to be her emotional tampon and just handle it. They call that softness, I call it erasure. I call it vegetization through 1,000 concessions. You are slowly being conditioned to fit that mold of good man, and into a process of suppressing, diminishing, or completely sidelining your own identity, needs, emotions, desires, opinions, or sense of self. In order to preserve a relationship, avoid conflict, or keeping the peace. Again, vegetization through 1,000 concessions. Kinuthia! A king without borders is just a slave with better lighting. Real companionship is exchange. He brings provision, protection, presence. She brings respect like oxygen. She brings desire that don't need prompting, loyalty that don't flinch. Honor, respect, submission, obedience, and she follows your direction. Without that current, the river dries. The gravy train comes to a glitching halt. If he provides everything, but she offers appreciation on her terms, that ain't romance, bro. That's extraction with candles. The right woman don't describe a tool. She describes a man, his spine, his discipline, his laugh in the dark, the way he leads without apology. She wants to build desire, not just benefit from it. She sees his character and says, I'll match it. not make him perform like a circus monkey. If you keep pouring without standards, you won't be loved. You'll be used and discarded when the utility expires. So hold the frame to speak your needs without shame. Respect, peace, loyalty, hunger, appreciation. If you keep giving without standards, without her reciprocating, you won't be loved.
You'll be used.
You'll be used. You'll be used.
Somebody named Sam Mutune has requested with 200 Kenya shillings for a song, Niko Kazi, Siko Kadi. Mimi niko kazi, mimi siko kadi.
Mimi niko kazi, niko kazi, niko kazi. Mimi niko kazi, wewe sina wakati wa siasa. Alikuwa 12 akiuza kuku barabarani.
The level of communication styles that go into this song. Alikuwa miaka 12 akiuza kuku barabarani. Alikuwa miaka 22 akaigia YK92. Akanyenyekea, whatever the language I used, mpaka akakuwa the youngest member of parliament kule Eldoret. Sasa yeye ni rais sababu alikuwa kazi. Bro, I got the language, bro. And then it moves to a guy who went to USSR kusomea engineer. Akakuja Kenya 1982, akataka kupindua serikali. 1982, your mothers were not born. I know, I was there. From 1982, amekuwa kazi. Akawachukua nyinyi wajinga, akawapeleka kazi yake. Yeye akalipo mabilioni, akakufa, akaachia watoto wake mapesa, wanaelea. Lakini nyinyi wajinga bado mnatafuta kazi, mmeweka sufuria kichwani. Today there was a version of that, kuweka sufuria kichwani. Now because that guy is dead, your new leader is Erika Amodi. He is the one picking up to agitate you into the yaboka. Because huyo jamaa alikuwa kazi, nyinyi mkaacha kazi yenu mkamfuata. Erika Amodi ako kazi, mnamfuata, mnaenda mnaweka sufuria kichwani. Whatever the version of today was. Here is the song. Mimi sio.
Kijana wa miaka 22.
That's a better version of the same song.
Mimi niko kazi, niko kazi, niko kazi. Mimi niko kazi, sina wakati wa siasa. Alikuwa 12 akiuza kuku barabarani. Kijana wa miaka 22 aliingia YK92. Alijenga maisha yake pole pole, kukatu akawa MP mdogo kabisa Eldoret, akapanda mpaka rais sababu alikuwa kazi. Mimi niko kazi. Mwana wa Jaramogi alisoma USSR akapata engineering. aliingia kazi 1982 akataka kupindua serikali. Tangu wakati huo amekuwa kazi, akawapeleka watu wengine kazi yake, lakini yeye mwenyewe alilipwa vizuri, akawa bilionea. Wakati alikufa aliachia familia mabilioni, watoto wake wanaelea, lakini wale waliomfuata wanaweka sufuria kichwani, bado wanatafuta kazi. Tunawapa kura, tunawapa heshima, tunawaita waheshimiwa. Sisi tunabaki tukilialia, wao wanakuwa mabwenyenye. Wakiingia bange tu, mara wanapea mkopo wa gari, mkopo wa nyumba. Hawalipi, yote ni zawadi ya serikali. Baba yangu aliniambia, mwanangu, ukienda mjini, jenga maisha yako, usipagawe na siasa, usiache kazi yako kwa mikutano. Kama utajenga barabara yako, utajenga mustakabali wako, sababu wewe uko kazi, mimi siko kazi. Mimi niko 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 kazi.
Tuko pamoja.
Wakiingia bange tu, mara wanapea mkopo wa gari, mkopo wa nyumba. Hawalipi, yote ni zawadi ya serikali. Baba yangu aliniambia, mwanangu, ukienda mjini, jenga maisha yako, usipagawe na siasa, usiache kazi yako kwa mikutano. Kama utajenga barabara yako, utajenga mustakabali wako, sababu wewe uko kazi, mimi siko kazi. Mimi niko 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 kazi.
Is that the Wairimo with my babies, or is that different Wairimo? Wairimo Liz, is that you? I need presentation, Wairimo. I need my conjugal rights. Don't get me started anymore. Don't get me started. Haya, tuko hapo sasa. Man, I made a beautiful song. If you happen to go on anywhere music is, whether it's YouTube or TikTok, not TikTok, but you can use my music on TikTok. Right there on the top, you can choose my music. Just type ASKiQ Watson and my music drops there. But if you go on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Pandora, Deezer, I think it's called, iHeart Music, there is this song. And this conversation is not about songs. I just saw it. Let me play one song and then we add this one and we continue with these other people. There is this song. It's a picture of me in the middle and my son in shorts on one side and my daughter on the left in a red dress. You will love it. My father, you are my father.
Mama told me in the dark when I did not know the way. Pray and trust your heart, he will lead you home one day. Could not see him in the silence, but I felt him in the air. Working on my spirit, teaching me he's always there. Is it true when the world breaks down and the answers disappear? There's a voice that won't condemn me, just a whisper, come and hear. My Father, you are my Father. Where is my Father now? Tell me where you are. My Father, hear my vow. He is here, always here, so near. When you fall, when you cry, He is here. Now I'm older, still asking why. Still afraid to get it wrong. One day I'll stand as a father, hoping I will be strong. Will I know just what to past? Will I love the way I should?
My
Who
voice on.
teaches men to
Woo.
love with mercy? Who
Love
shows
it.
us how to be good? Is it true when the world breaks
Yes, it's on
down
Spotify. Everywhere music is.
and the answers disappear? There's a voice that won't condemn me.
Okay, after this song, we are done with TikTok because I need to use this camera this phone to call Mr. USIU. I'm sure he's already on the messages. 047ERZ, the guy who steals my content and posts it on TikTok. Can you pick up the mic?
When you fall, when you cry, He is here. Anyone can give you life.
You see the glow came back. You see the glow now on this thing? That's what I was looking for.
It's not written in your blood. It's written in what you believe.
All right.
My Father, you are my Father. Where is my Father now? Tell me where you are. My Father, you're my Father. He is been, always is, always been.
I'm tempted to play the other one. I says, Raising Up Boys. Go listen to that song. It's connected with this one. Raising Up Boys. Beautiful song. Beautiful. All right, watu wa TikTok, thank you so much for being here. If you want, you can jump on, what is this thing called? YouTube. IQ Watson everywhere. I need to talk to somebody on the phone and I need to use this phone. Asanteni sana. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get this show started. Thank you for your patience. Hey, I look so good today. Nike kirabi na bere haha. Kwa nini sina baby, by the way? Hakuna mtu anaweza jitolea confuse hiki mtu. Ndio kitulie. Hey, yawa. Watu wasichana wa TikTok. Si mchukue hiki mtu. Muki confuse kiache kiberebere. Ama, see, that's what happened to married men. They get subdued and they go quiet. Uongo yenu. All right. Watu wa TikTok, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. The support you give me over there on TikTok is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Next Nyamachoma event, tag me. Really? You want me to tag you? You think I tagged Sue Owino? You think I tagged Sue Owino? You just go there and put your name, Daddy Chef with the Kenyan flag, 100, and an alcoholic drink or whatever that fucking emoji is. Okay, it's an emoji of a chef. And now you think we are now going to come looking for you. Communicate value, bro. Communicate value. We are going to find you in your essence. I did not tag Sue Owino anywhere. She communicated value. I am tempted to say how much money she made, but it's not important. Communicate value. Mr. whatever your name is, Daddy Chef. Let us know you, not you knowing us. Give us the product. We'll come looking for you. We'll come knocking on your doors. Some of you don't know, 2023, I was in Kenya with my family. And I had approached Suo Wino. I can read you the messages. I had approached her to do exactly the same thing she did for us in 2025, December. 2024, November. She turned it down. (2023). 2 years later, it happened. Communicate value. She had never done anything like that to anybody other than the things we know her for. So one time, and I have a song for her. Oh, it's not public. I will play that song immediately after I finish with you. It's here on this phone. I saw her one time cooking with her friend Daisy. You know that joke people make? You go apply at a job and they say they don't have a vacancy. And then somebody dies in that job and you see it in a neurology, in a newspaper. And you take a newspaper cutting of that eulogy and say, now I want the job. I know there is a vacancy. That guy is dead. That's exactly what I did. I took the evidence that, hey, you are not only now cooking for your husband, you went to Daisy's house in Westland and you cooked 2 different kinds of ducks. Now there is no other reason to say no to my offer. I don't know if that flew your head. Communicate value, bro. Communicate value. Sell yourself. Are you saying that to yourself? Oh, it's Angie. Angie is the one saying, you, Daddy Chef, sell yourself. Let's see you in your essence. This logo, ASKiQ Watson, that I have, the one with a little eye on the top. Somebody approached me after already making it, not saying, hey, I do graphics, can I make you a logo? You will talk to yourself in the inbox until you and Jesus come back. They created a logo, approached me, and I was like, okay, now let's work with this one. Let's improve it. Let's carve it like this. Let's make the whole thing appear in one place. Let's encompass ASKiQ Watson inside of the circle. Let's put an eye at the top. Let's make the eye in ASKiQ look like a memory stick, if you pay attention to it. We worked on what he had already communicated. But you coming in my inbox and telling me, I do this, I can make you this, I can make you shots, I can make you whatever those short videos are. And then I click on your profile and you have nonsense about politics. You have not posted anything about the product you are selling me. Utakufa. Utakufa, bro. Na tutakuja kukula mchele. Sijui kama hiyo matusi imeshika venye nilikuwa nataka ishike. Because I learned that's the only way to communicate with young people. Pay attention to this young guy called Trevor Noah. The way he's communicating, probably some of you don't even know. What Trevor Noah is doing on the side of the road, that's a front. That's a front. That's a billboard. This guy is doing crazy stuff in the background for companies. Hundreds of thousands worth of stuff for companies. That on the side of the road, that's a billboard. Real people are in the background. I know. This guy is reshaping how the communication department of multi-billion-dollar companies connect with the people. Whatever that department they call, the promotion department, whatever that department is. Because the stagnation of the traditional way of doing things is too slow to catch up with the things that happen on social media. So this guy is going there and supercharging those things, and boom, in 7 days, these people start seeing results. They are like, hiya, how did you do that? Let's do it again. But you are little limitations. Hey, beggar on the side of the road. Hey, this is the new begging. Utakufa. Na tutakuja kula mchere. Pengine utakuwa mchere sababu sasa umaskini utalisha nani ukikufa. I talk like this so that your father can talk the way your father talks like. Tuko pamoja? Mimi sio wenu. Thank you so much, watu wa TikTok. All right, here we come. I have to do this. I'm sorry. All right, now let's talk to the real Sanses. Somebody help me. The people who are my members, because Dennis is asking, how do you subscribe into membership using M-Pesa? What is it? What is that thing called? M-Pesa something? Global something? Because this guy is struggling with it. I see Benedict, I see Jose, all these are my members. Where's my magic thing? Trevor, Benedict, Jose. How do you become a member using M-Pesa? This is what this guy is struggling with here. Global Pay. Thank you so much. Global Pay. Is it inside M-Pesa? Use one app. Use one app and search Global Pay, then get the details to add to the YouTube. All right. Or if you have your debit card, just fill that info. I think he's trying to use M-Pesa. I think that's where he's stuck. This is the guy who was conned by a mama, the Beba guy that was conned by a mama 100K. He's struggling to become a member. I hope that helps. Inside M-Pesa, there is a section under financials, and that's where you're going to find the Global Pay. All right. Okay, let's get this show started. I don't think Asim is with us. Why is it ringing somewhere else? Abdul.
Yes, George.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Barakat.
What's up, bro?
I'm sealing.
So you know this is a public conversation. There are people listening. Is that what you wanted?
Yes, I know that.
Okay.
But my WhatsApp.
Okay.
Oh, you only need my voice.
Perfect.
But now, George, you have failed me now.
Ati?
We were supposed to start at 7. Wow, so it is 8, 9.
Bro, I have been live for 50 minutes. Me, I was here. Where were you? How kukua?
I have been on the live. And by 6:59, I had already bought data for 3 hours.
Oh, you're in Kenya.
Yeah, I'm in Kenya, not in Seto.
Would it make any difference if I called you, or is the same problem?
No, if you call, it's just okay. But now I'm getting worried. The data I bought was for 3 hours, from 7 to maybe 10 or 9.
Ah,
But now
okay.
you're late by 2 hours.
Kwani tutaongea masaa mawili, kwani ni bibi unaniuzia?
Jojo barabara. So let's jump straight into this shit before nitoke hewani nikuache.
All right, tell me what is happening. Is your name actually Abdul?
Yes.
You have a religious background or a cultural background?
Both.
Okay.
But not so much religion.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just it is because I was born into a Muslim family.
Okay.
By default, but I don't subscribe to that. So I don't like that shit.
Well, that is your choice.
Yeah.
I was born in an Anglican family, and I don't find any more use in using a medium to approach God. Me and God are tight on personal basis.
Personal basis, but not forcing.
Yes.
And group thinking and all that.
Yes.
So I'm just. I don't know. I didn't want to use that name, George. I told you Luceno.
Ati?
I told you Luceno, but now that you used it, okay.
I have saved your name as Abdul, so that's my problem, I guess.
Oh, yeah. So can we start?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
So I have this internal turmoil.
One moment. Let me turn off that AC so that we can capture the sound properly. All right. So you are saying you have an internal turmoil. Mm-hmm.
So I'm from a family of 5.
Okay.
I'm the third born.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my elder brother and my elder sister. Then me, my younger brother, my younger sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we had our father who passed in 2017.
Okay.
And our mother. So since I was born, my father was drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Alcoholism, that serious one.
Mm-hmm.
And before we were born again, him and mom were living in Mombasa.
Okay.
And he was already drinking at that time when my brother and sister were there before us.
Uh-huh.
And my sister told me that he used to beat mom in the bedroom while they were sleeping. Mm-hmm. And that has always rung in her mind for all those years.
Okay.
Yes. So he used to beat her. I don't know why, but she used to beat him. Now I was born again, and I got to see the same trait. There was so much noise, so much violence, so much arguments, fighting, and he used to also beat her. And there's this day he locked the house from inside with mom, and he started beating her. It was on a Sunday, and I was there at the dirisha watching the beating. You see now, a man and a woman cannot fight. You see the one beating the other. And he was beating her thoroughly. And I saw that shit, and it broke me up so much. I tried my best to get in and save her, but I couldn't do it because he had locked the house from inside. And that shit, George, broke me so much. Oh, fuck. I think it was my first heartbreak, man, in life. And I saw her cry helplessly, trying to... She was crying, trying to seek help, but she couldn't get it. So she shouted, and everyone was coming to see what was happening. People thought that someone is dead. And I was there, Dirisha, confused, don't know whether to cry or not. And that was the first incident. So Dad was so violent, man. He would come home drunk every day, Monday to Friday. Monday to Monday. Every day, George. Super drunk. Abusive. So we will make sure that we eat our supper very early so that he doesn't find us, because he'll find us and beat us up, chase us away. And it was so bad that him and Mom never slept in the same bedroom. So we had our bedrooms as boys, but now because of the too much pressure, too much violence, they couldn't make up in the same bedroom. So Mom had to join us in our bedroom as boys. Imagine, Joy. Boys and Mom in the same bedroom. How can that work? There was a day he came home late and he found us eating supper. He stepped on the ugali. After it was just, Mom had just finished cooking. He stepped on it. George, I remember he was putting on not Timberlands. Do you know safari boots?
Oh yeah, I have safari boot. Well, they are made by Tibarik, but I know safari boots. Yes, I used to admire those shoes because of what they made us believe it was an ivory sole. Do you remember that ivory sole look?
Yes.
Yes.
He loved them. He used to call them the Tini Bay Mbuzi.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember he stepped on ugali before he even started eating and kicked it away. There's a day we were cooking maragwe for chapati on a jiko. He came and kicked it, the sufuria with the maragwe, and kicked it away, George. So there's a day again, so he had this habit of destroying the doors and the windows when he's drunk at night. He takes the hammer and he takes off the frame, throws the doors away, the windows away. He started bombarding the house. Again, the next morning, he fixes that himself. So there was so much drama. And even him and the mother, who's now a grandma, they had a bad relationship. So he would come home late, abuse her, tell her the way she is evil, the way she is the reason the family is integrated, the way she's a witch, the way she cheated on Guka, and she's the reason Guka died of pressure. She's the reason Guka decided to marry another woman, and she's the reason he is drunk. He is a drunkard. Because him, when he wanted to go to school for higher learning, his mother and father had separated because our nyanye was so stubborn to Guka. Our nyanye cheated and had 2 children outside the wedlocks. So Guka got tired and left Nyanye. Guka only came home to my Nyanye's place when he was dead. But all those years he had gone away with another wife and he neglected this family. So Papa would tell him every day he comes, Mom, you are a witch. Mom, you are so bad. Mom, you are evil. Mom, you are this. Mom, that. And they every day, George. And we were young. By the time Dad was passing, I was 17. Not 17, I was in class 6.
Who passed? Is that not your grandfather or your father?
My father.
Okay.
So I'm trying to give you his story again in his context with his family.
Mm-hmm.
So we went on like that until he passed in 2017, and we zikaed him. And we are now here. So when these things were happening, I was still so young. So I thought they're just events that will just pass and go. But now I'm grown, and I have this heartache in me. I have this turmoil in me that I couldn't put a finger to. I couldn't trace it. So in primary and high school, I couldn't mind so much because I was busy in books, reading books. I was schooling, so I couldn't have time to come and think and meditate about it. But now that I'm in uni, I'm grown, I have much time to be me. I have much time to be myself, think about me, think what I like, what I don't like. So it gets to catch up with me. Sometimes I feel like crying. Sometimes I feel like sleeping. Sometimes I feel like getting high. I don't understand this. And back in the past years in primary and high school, I would just find myself crying out of being overwhelmed, out of just being tired, and I couldn't put a finger to this. So it is until my sister, last semester, when I was at uni, she just, in a random day, she called me and asked me if I ever have traumas or if I ever go anything, because she goes through the same. And I told her yes, but I've never related it that way, that I have traumas of a family or of a dysfunctional family. So she told me you're going through that because of your childhood trauma that you went through and in our family setup. So I connected dots. And I was like, yeah, it could be the reason. So I've been listening to how I feel, listening to myself, and I'm quite sure that's the problem. And even my sister George in high school, in high school and primary, when told to write inches or compositions, she would write the same stories at home until teachers were like, yo, what's wrong with you? Until they would call Paps to ask him what could be wrong. Because the daughter wrote everything that happens at home. And Papa would, upon coming home, Papa would tell her never to write such. These are family issues that should just remain between us. Kumbe, she was also traumatized and she was tired. In the village, we were nicknamed because of our Papa's behavior. We were nicknamed names. Everyone knew our Papa was a drunkard, abusive one, a wife batterer, and irresponsible. So it has been so long going through the turmoil and all that. And now here we are. And I am here today. I'm 22. And I've been trying to heal from this shit like forever. Like I want to heal properly. I want that when I remember about these things, I don't get hurt. I appreciate because it is my story, yes, but I don't want to get hurt. That's the only thing I want, Joy. Because I don't want to be harsh on Papa. George, I've never seen Papa provide. For sure. It's only Mom who I saw was so concerned with us. Buying food, taking us to school, uniform, coming to visit us at school, and all that. I've never seen Papa in the picture as much as he was there. So I have been having like this yearning for a man's voice, a man's leadership in my life, but that I didn't have because Papa was there and he didn't provide it. And I remember the other day he came to visit me at school. He was called, and after the visiting, we were to go home with him. And I remember maintaining a longer distance between me and him. So I was at the front, him at the back. We were not walking alongside. So I didn't want people to know that he's my father. I was walking so fast so that we don't get along with him. I wasn't proud, and at that time I was class 4 young. I didn't know. I was running away from him, and I didn't know that because I wasn't proud of that. I felt like he's letting me down. He's breaking me. He's going to beat me. And when he got home, he complained so much that I ran away from him and rejected, and I was not proud of him. And when he said that again, I felt so bad. I was like, yo, you shouldn't have done that. But now it is what it is. Yeah, George.
Did you go to a boarding school?
Primary, no. High school, yes.
You went to a boarding primary school?
Primary, no boarding school. High school, yes, I went to a boarding school.
Any chance you were waiting in bed when you were a big kid? I have asked somebody else the same question.
Waiting?
Bed waiting when you shouldn't?
No, when I was a student, no.
You never had a problem of bed waiting? How about your siblings? Especially the sister who is telling you, asking you if you have trauma.
My sister was the biggest bedwetter on earth. She would wait her bed until she would be chased out of the dormitory.
This is the sister who asked you if you are experiencing trauma like she is.
Yeah, we just talked about it. She told me the same experience, like the same experience as the one that I'm telling you, because it was in the same family setup. So that activities would just be the same. That the events.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me finish. So now it is ironically, when he was drunk and him being sober, they are two different people, Joy. When he is sober, he's the coolest person you'll ever meet, the greatest person you'll ever meet, the respectful person you'll ever meet, soft-spoken, neat. He was a teacher. So neat, goes to work on time. And even at school, I'm told that he was the best mathematics teacher and Kiswahili teacher. And all the students passed very well. But now when he drank, fucked up individual. He will drink until you go to pick him from the Motaro where he was when he will drink until he vomits. He will drink until the school head teacher who will bring him home in his car. He will drink until he will get attacked by goons on the road and take away his money and phone. We will go to carry him. Sometimes we will engage in accidents. Sometimes in war with strangers. But very early in the morning, neat, soft-spoken, respectful, goes back to work. In the evening, a different person. And sometimes he will be a good guy when drunk, welcoming. He will take us for shopping, take us for out, love us, give us money, buy us food at home. He will be so good with us, but sometimes he will change. So the graph kept on fluctuating and we couldn't figure him out. And now, sometimes again, there's a day I secretly saw him cry. He was crying, George. He was crying, beating himself, slapping himself, so painfully like a small child. He was so withered. He was crying like he was also going through something. Maybe he had his own demons, but I saw that and I kept quiet. And that again had broke me, and I was like, yo, now if dad is crying, what now? How can dad cry? Well, now how? Because now I got confused. How can he was crying? And that confused me as well as a kid. And now when he will quarrel with the mother, who is our Nyanye now, Nyanye will beat him. Like a small kid, he will whip him with the strokes. Running the compound. Oh, mom, don't beat me. Oh. Crying again. And I never understood that. So the other day, he was now being destructive. The doors, he was banging the doors, the windows, the basins for washing, blasting them. Then I got so angry. Remember, I was young, class 5 now. I was so angry that I wanted to beat him. I'm like, Dad, now stop this. We are enough, Dad. And Mom told me, no. Abdul, no, stop it. Don't beat your father. Abdul, no. Then she took me away. She told me just leave him. The day we were chased away at night with Mom and the 5 of us. So we had to go to our grandma and slept there. He burned Mom's clothes. Then Mom had to buy new clothes. He beat him again. Night was the norm of the day. Yeah, we are here. It was so violent since childhood. I've never seen peace. I've never seen a peaceful, loving, functional family. All drama, all day. So I was used to that. Now, after growing up, he started haunting me. And I didn't know that it was this traumas. But now that I know, that's why I decided to call. Because I've seen you discuss such issues. And every time you talk, it's me you're talking to. Every time, George. About these family issues and fathers. Most of fathers. Father. Yeah, so sometimes I feel like disadvantaged. I feel like I'm left behind. I miss the love of the father I should have gotten. Sometimes the inner child in me wants justice, but now he's past. Nothing can change. And I'm here growing. And I'll be a father in the years to come. So, yeah.
Is your mother and your father from different tribes?
No, from the same tribe, Luya.
What grade was your father teaching?
He was a primary teacher.
Was he extra passionate to his students, showing them love and compassion and fatherly care more than she was doing to you?
Now, don't say more than, because let me explain and then you can deduce that. So when he passed, he was taken to his school, right? For the body viewing by the students. And the students, George, were fainting. They couldn't believe that he passed. I was like, yo, this guy is loved here. So he was loved here. He was so passionate, loving to them because they could faint.
He was compensating the fatherly love on children with the children at school because he couldn't offer that love to you at home.
Yes.
So it was primary school.
Yes, primary.
If they were bigger kids, like in high school, he would even be bringing them at home.
You're back.
I'm back?
Yes.
On video.
Yes, we may have on WhatsApp.
Okay, I'm back on video. Trevor, somebody tell me, am I back on video? Can you see my beautiful black body? Somebody take something. I believe I'm back. Can you turn off YouTube? Your YouTube is on.
I turn off my YouTube.
Yes. Just
let me do it.
Don't have anything else running other than WhatsApp. We are getting feedback from your YouTube.
My YouTube is off.
There is another gadget that is on. Any other electronic gadget that is on, turn it off.
What?
There is a lot of feedback coming from you. We are hearing a lot of cricket noise, electronic cricket. Let me grab some water.
Oh, let me go in the house and see. Can you hear me? Can you get me? Hello? Hello.
One moment, my friend.
Oh.
One moment. Okay. Yeah, the noise is still there. There is a lot of feedback.
Who speak? I listen.
No. Me. You can hear me properly. The problem is there is an electronic disruption of your YouTube, of your WhatsApp from another gadget. You either have a TV on, computer on, something.
I'm in the village. Me with my phones on the cows.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about what we know about the nature of both men and the nature of women. Somebody is saying that those are crickets, like they are actual creatures.
Yes, they are crickets.
Okay. Village life, bro. That is a beautiful life. That's a natural noise.
Yes, let me look the door.
Okay.
You can see the other. Now let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
We will power through it. Don't think too much about it.
I'm ready.
You can even mute yourself. Use the mute button on the right whenever you're not speaking.
Oh, so that I just listen to you.
Yes. There we go. So let's talk about what we know about human nature and human interactions. Men love children. Men love women. That's why he was in a heterosexual relationship. So when we see an anomaly happening in that environment where the man is not loving the children and is not loving the wife, what could be the problem? Probably unmute yourself so that we can have a real conversation. We'll power through the noise.
Yes.
So why was he not loving you? Why was he not loving his woman? Because that's the natural thing to do. So we have to go all the way back. And yeah, that noise is too much. You cannot throw stones at the crickets for them to be quiet. I remember during the lockdown, we were going crazy during the lockdown. I look back and I'm like, we were going crazy. We were in a big ashram with 350 million people in it. We were bothered by the singing of the birds at 4 o'clock in the morning. There is a tree outside my kitchen. And that bird singing at 4 o'clock in the morning would bother me.
The noise is crazy.
Try to go indoors and away from the window and see if it's going to solve the problem. You want me to hang up and come back? Oh, do you need credit?
Yes, I need it because the 3 hours are going.
Do you want me to send you money for credit?
Yes.
Text me your real name the way it appears on M-Pesa. I'll send you some money for credit. All right. Yeah, that noise is too much. Let's let him get situated.
Listen close, young man.
I don't know why humans decided to live in this planet. This planet is fucked up. By the way, is that why Elon Musk is using his brains to take us to a better place? Is it going to turn out that heaven is not actually the better place? Mars is the better place? Because this planet is fucked up. It's truly, truly fucked up if you think about it.
My name is ASKiQ. Listen close, young man. My name is ASKiQ Watson, and here's a blueprint to a peaceful life devoid of regrets and heartache. There are two women in this world. The woman who wants to be a wife, and the woman who's looking for a husband. They are not the same woman. Never confuse them. The one looking for a husband, her eyes scan for the wallet first. Security, money, the lifestyle upgrade she's been dreaming of since the mirror told her she deserves more. Her question is crystal clear, carved in her every move. What can this man give me? She arrives at the table hungry, not to cook, but to feast. Provide a radar on full blast. She measures your worth in commas and square footage. And when the shine fades, when the well runs dry, she's already scrolling for the next fountain. But the woman who truly wants to be a wife, she walks indifferent. She doesn't ask what you can handle. She asks what she can build with you. Loyalty, peace in the storm, support that holds you up when the world tries to break your back. Her question echoes in her actions. How do we turn this into something unbreakable? How do we stack bricks together and call it legacy? One hunts for a throne to sit on. The other brings the mortar to help you build the kingdom. Big damn difference. Too many chase the wedding, the dress, the ring, the filtered photos, the likes, the illusion of elevation. Very few grasp what wife actually demands. It's not a crown, it's a covenant. It's responsibility in the quiet moments. Loyalty when temptation knocks. Protecting the bond like it's sacred ground. That's why the sharpest men don't rush. We watch in the beginning when masks are thin and motives leak. We observe. Does she pour in, or does she only sip? Does she add fuel to your fire, or wait for you to keep hers burning alone? Because one woman steps beside you to conquer life together. The other steps in front of you to take what she can, until you're no longer useful, brother. If you don't understand female nature, it will ruin you. If you can't read the signs, you can't lead. And if you can't lead, you become a passenger in her chaos, waiting for the day she decides the ride is over, and leaves you with the bill. Alimony, heartbreak, wasted prime years, kids who call another man daddy. Ignorance of this truth, it's a death sentence for your legacy. You've got two paths. Learn the laws of feminine nature now. Study behavior, not words that ruthlessly let decisively guard your frame like your life depends on it. Or pay the tuition later in courtrooms, empty bed nights, wondering where it all went wrong. The choice is yours, but choose wisely. Because the woman who wants to be your wife, she's rare. She's worth the wait. She's the one who builds empires beside you. The one looking for a husband. She's everywhere, and she'll cost you everything if you let her in unprepared. So clearly, your future empire depends on it. Don't wait until it's too late. Wake up now.
I'm waiting for him to buy new credit. I already sent him the money. Let's see when he's ready to come back.
Ask a woman what a good man is, and watch her describe a servant. She'll say a good man provides, protects, pays the bills, plans the life, listens to the storm, Be patient when I'm chaos. Support my dreams. She lists what he must do, but she never says what she brings to the table. Listen up, young man. My name is ASKiQ Watson, and I'm the guy you come to when where you've been to has made you to come to. I tell you what you need to hear in a way you don't want to hear, but you have to hear. When she only talks about what he owes her, and never what she owes the relationship, she's not describing love. She's describing a service. Expectations without reciprocity don't birth love. They birth entitlement dressed in heels, when the only question is, what do you owe me? You're not building a kingdom, you're a servant with a ring. A man with no boundaries ain't good, he's convenient, he's the doormat she wipes her moods on. Society conditions you to be her emotional tampon and just handle it. They call that softness, I call it erasure. I call it betitization through 1,000 concessions. You are slowly being conditioned to fit that mold of good man, and into a process of suppressing, diminishing, or completely sidelining your own identity, needs, emotions, desires, opinions, or sense of self. In order to preserve a relationship, avoid conflict, or keeping the peace. Again, betitization through 1,000 concessions. Kinuthia! A king without borders is just a slave with better lighting. Real companionship is exchange. He brings provision, protection, presence. She brings respect like oxygen. She brings desire that don't need prompting, loyalty that don't flinch, honor, respect, submission, obedience, and she followed your direction. Without that current, the river dries. The gravy train comes to a glitching halt. If he provides everything, but she offers appreciation on her terms, that ain't romance, bro. That's extraction with candles. The right woman don't describe a tool. She describes a man, his spine, his discipline, his laugh in the dark, the way he leads without apology. She wants to build beside him, not just benefit from it. She sees his character and says, I'll match it. Not make him perform like a circus monkey. If you keep pouring without standards, you won't be loved. You'll be used and discarded when the utility expires. So hold the frame, speak your needs without shame. Respect, peace, loyalty, hunger, appreciation. If you keep giving without standards, without her reciprocating, you won't be loved. You'll be used. You'll be used.
All right, mister, are you there?
Yes, can you hear the crickets?
Now the crickets are gone. You threw some stones on them?
No, in my bedroom. You see, I was out until I'm 2 years.
So, yeah, the crickets are gone.
Yes.
So let's handle the uncomfortable part. You said your older brother told you that before you were born, you
my elder sister.
Your elder sister. Before you were born, your father was beating your mother. Now the uncomfortable part was, why did your mother continue having children with an abusive man? 3 of those after her.
I answered that one.
Huh?
I answered that one.
No. We are just handling the uncomfortable parts. Because this is not about your mom. We in 2 minutes we are going to walk away completely from your mom. This has nothing to do with your mom. But we still have to handle that uncomfortable part. Your sister, it was just her and her brother. She witnessed all these things, and then your mother added 3 children inside that house. The other uncomfortable part is your father did not love you because you are not his children. We hear him accusing his mother of having children with other men and not his own mother. Did you not say that?
Yeah, his own father, yes.
He told his own mother, your grandmother, that
Yes.
he had children with other men and not his father, your grandfather. Okay? So those are the uncomfortable truths on the part of your mom. What is her responsibility? We can justify it by saying that your mother ran out of options, because women do not change. They just run out of options. She did not have an option to hypergamize to a better relationship because she had depleted her own value with this guy because of whatever her socioeconomic status were. Chances are they got married young and she had not gone to school or gotten a career or gotten a skill set, and she was stuck with this teacher.
True.
Right?
Yeah, but when she will go to the mother.
Say that again?
But when she will go to the mother after the value.
Whose mother?
The mother will tell.
Whose mother? Her own or the mother-in-law?
Her own.
Her own mother.
She will tell her to just humiliate and go back home and take care of the family.
Do you know how old your mother is?
Yes.
How old is she?
She's 49, 50.
How old is your oldest sibling?
30.
She got married at 20. Got married at 19.
Yeah.
Got married at 19.
22.
Had her first child at 20.
Yes.
She depleted her sexual market value very early on in life, and there was no wiggle room for her to hypergamize to a better relationship, because now she's stuck not just with one child, but with 2 children.
Yes.
Before she was 23 years old. And I don't know anything about her. I'm just going by what you're telling me. She depleted her sexual market value very early on in life. Women do not change, they run out of options. She ran out of options very early on. Your eldest sibling is a boy or a girl?
Boy.
It added the complexity of it, because no other man wants a single woman with a son. If it was a daughter, she would have worked it out.
Yes.
The reason I asked you if you and if both of them belong to the same tribe is because I was wondering, why didn't she walk away? Because in your culture, women walk away without children, and they leave the children to the man. Why didn't she walk away?
Because of us. She has always said that.
We are still on the uncomfortable part.
Yes.
She did not walk away because she could not leave the children with a guy who is not the father of the children. You do whatever you have to do with that information. Your culture allows her to walk away and leave the children with a man. But some of those children are not that man's children. That's the genesis of the fights. I told you we're going to handle the uncomfortable part first.
Yes.
Okay? Now, your own father turned out exactly like his own father. because he never forgave his father. And he never forgave his mother, which is why you are talking to me, because you want to know how to forgive your father so that you don't repeat the same mistakes. We see your father accusing his mother of being unfaithful to his father and claiming that some of those children are not his father's children. And then he now repeats the same mistake in his own life because he never forgave his father. So you are avoiding to say you hated your father because you have listened to these messages for so long to avoid to say that. But your father hated his father because of his weakness. And now he became exactly what he hates in his father. You are talking to me because you are trying to run away from becoming like your father. He never did that. Everything that happened to him as a son, growing up, he replicated it in his own life. A perfect replica of his childhood. He handed you the exact childhood. He hated his father, the weakness of his father. He became his father as an adult. He hated his mother because of what is perceived to be the evil of the mother. She married a replica of his father, of his mother. Now he's gone. There is nothing to reverse of the life he lived and the life he witnessed as a child, which he replicated in your own life. Did you meet your grandfather?
No, not so much.
What do you know if he was also a drunkard?
He was not a drunkard. He was the ones of beer. A little bit of it.
like in Kikuyu we say kanini tikoru kamofea, like a little bit for the Catholic priest.
Yes, like that one for the rich. He was rich.
Hey, bro! When you were buying credit, I was like, why did humans choose this planet? This planet is not suitable for humans. It's too complicated. So what you are trying to run away from is the weakness of your father.
Yes.
And you're trying to make sure that you do not end up with a woman who is a replica of your mother. There is nothing you can go back to and change anything. All that damage was done. Your sister is double checking with you to see if you're experiencing the same trauma she experienced. The reason I asked you if you were wet in bed in school is because it's the obvious. It's the obvious trauma. Somehow you are able to block it, but your sister was not able to block it. It's very telling that your sister is the one who carried much of that burden, probably because she was exposed to that chaos at home more than you were, and you probably survived by blocking it. You said the reality hit you when you peeped through the window and you're seeing your father beating your mother. How old were you at the time?
12, 13.
Yeah. There is no other formula, my friend, other than forgiving those people so that you don't turn like them. It's not a theory because you see perfectly your father turning just like his father. You see him
Yeah.
Marrying a replica of your mother, as uncomfortable as that shit is. Men love women. Men love children. So when those two things are not happening in a homestead, that is the anomaly. Why is it happening? You never alluded to the reason as to why your father was beating your mother, but you are very clear-eyed on the accusation of your father about his own mother being unfaithful to his father. That one you had reconciled with it, but you were struggling with reconciliating that it could more probably than possible that it's the same scenario. Alcohol was just the medium he was using to numb his demons. Do you drink alcohol?
No.
Is it because of him?
Yes. Fear. I felt turn up like him.
He was struggling with the weakness of his own father and what he perceived to be the evil of his own mother. And
when the father, yeah, what?
Yeah, I'm addressing him and his own parents and the dynamics of the relationship of his parents when he was growing up.
Yeah, so let me add some flesh to that. So when the father passed, he was so unbothered. He was like, you never take care of me. You rejected me and you neglected me. So he was like, I don't care. He continued his own chores as if nothing had happened because he was neglected through fees, school life, and all that.
The same thing he was doing to his own children. He comes home and ugali is ready and he stomps on the ugali with his safari boots to make all of you go to bed hungry.
Yes.
He was feeding you the same neglect that he was fed by his own father because he never forgave him. Your grandfather was a guy of means.
So rich.
Your father is accusing him of not sharing that inheritance.
Yeah.
Those times of your father, I'm guessing your father is like 53, 54, 55.
Yes. At that time, they were a bungalow.
And it was not cheap to take a child to college. There were no enough schools to go around. It's not like now there is a proliferation of tertiary schools. There were no enough colleges those days. If it was a teacher, it was Kaimosi, it was the one in Makuyu, and another one in Nyeri. That's it. There were no other colleges. Unless you go through Jomo Kenyatta, one of the Kenyatta universities. I don't know if it's Jomo or the other one. And you went and did Bachelor of Education something, and then you become a teacher through a degree. What route did your father take to become a teacher? Did he go to college?
Yes, to college.
A teaching college or a university?
Teaching college.
Yes.
College.
It was not cheap. So to your grandfather, he had given him a pathway to succeed by paying for his college to go to Kaimosi or wherever he went. Because it was not cheap those days. But he wanted more because he never wanted to work on himself.
But the father stopped from 2.
Huh?
Paying the fees.
Yes, because there is no rewarding disrespect on the part of the parent.
Yes.
They were not seeing each other eye to eye.
Yes.
For whatever perceived reason that was. Probably, we don't know. He even told him in his face that he's not his father. And he was like, okay, do you know what happens to children that are not my father? I don't pay school fees for them. Fair deal?
No. No. he did tell him.
Huh?
Hello? He did tell him that he was never rude to him, but after the father noticing that we have two of his children that are not his, he just left.
Whoa.
And he stopped bothering the other family.
Yeah. How many children were they?
They were 12.
Holy moly. With the same woman?
Yes.
How did he know that in those days that two of his children are not his? Was it the years?
So there was a time the wife misbehaved. She had beaten the in-laws. The in-law, the father to the Gukan. The mother to Gukan.
Who had beaten the Guka?
The wife beat the mother to Guka.
Your grandmother had beaten her mother-in-law.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And she was suspended by the community.
Uh-huh.
And upon suspension, she came back and she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how he knew.
Wow. Bro, you have a generation of dysfunction that you have to cut yourself from.
Yes.
So that you can have a better outcome for yourself and your future children if you choose to have those. I hope you do, because children will bring healing to you by you doing better by them.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff, bro, that you have to sieve through and make sure that this is a mistake I cannot do, this is a mistake I cannot do, this is a mistake I cannot do. I need to forgive this one, I need to forgive this one. Now you have to go all the way and start forgiving your great grandmother.
Yes, I was discussing with my sister, and we were like, let's go 4 generations backwards to just understand our identity and who we are as people.
That's it. On a serious note, yes. Yes.
And so I told her to research. So she has not yet. Me, I've been researching from my side, and 3 things come out.
Mm-hmm.
We have education in this lineage.
Yeah.
We have wealth.
Uh-huh. And
we have a name.
Yes.
But now we lack the discipline to maintain that. Because for my great-great-grandpa, he was the first man to have a car from this area.
Yeah.
He was the first man to have a house built of cement in the 50s. My grandpa, a house built of cement in the 50s.
Yep.
People from these constituents came here to see cement for the first time.
Uh-huh.
He was working at Kenya Railways as a manager.
Yeah.
So brilliant.
Trained by the British.
Yes, trained by the British. Brilliant old man, focused. He never talked too much. But now, the wife fucked him up.
Wow. How old are you?
22.
What's the longest you have stayed in a relationship with a woman?
I have never been into one.
There it is. There it is.
What?
There it is. You have a generational trauma of trust in women. You have to deal with that also. And it's not from your father, it's not from your grandfather, it's from your great-grandfather.
Facts.
the more you look, the more you find stuff. Are you familiar with ayahuasca?
With
Ayahuasca.
ayahuasca?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know.
It's more common in this hemisphere.
Yes.
In the Americas. There is a place people go.
Yes.
I think it's in Peru or
Yes.
somewhere in Central or South America.
Yes.
It's expensive. It's rich people nonsense. And you go, and these traditional people in that part of the world, I think it's either Central or South America.
Yes.
So those indigenous people, they were organically called Indians, not East Indians, the Indians from this hemisphere, natives.
Yes.
And you go there under the care of those traditional people. You pay a lot of money, tens of thousands, and they give you that concoction made out of herbs and plants and roots and whatever. You drink that concoction under their care, under their watch, and you stay there, I think, for 48 hours. And the effect of ayahuasca, it fucks up your brain and activate your memory, and it puts you in touch with the deepest parts of your memory. You start seeing things clearly from very far away. Like now, the things you are telling me about your great-grandfather, you start seeing them from the effect of those herbs.
Yes.
And now the whole reason for it is to know what is there so that you can deal with it for a better outcome. But now you are a lawyer, so probably you have done that with the Nyasoye.
But we had an old man who knew that, but he passed. I was supposed to seek him. The son to my great-grandpa.
Say that again from the beginning.
So he had an old man, the son to my great-grandpa, 3 generations. Who was the last born. He knew all that, but now he passed last year.
He was the ayahuasca guy of the Luyas.
Yes, he knew so much.
It's I was talking to somebody else who had done something differently on in the middle of the country. I can't remember the city. That one is being done by the gurus of India. It's a totally different kind of a program. And she was telling me, I think she paid 37,000 for it, for that particular one. She was telling me that she had thought of doing the ayahuasca, but she is not ready for whatever she would discover there. Now here we are with you. You have discovered stuff about your father, his father, and his father's father. There is no coming back from that. Other than, we are together.
Yeah, we're together.
Other than you said you and your sister, you agreed on researching on the background of your family lineage so that you can know what you're dealing with. You have discovered that you have the formula for success. You have discovered that you have brain power that consumes and retains education.
Yes.
And what was the third thing? Is that the scary one?
Our name.
Your name means something.
Yes, means something. When I have to take a border from far, I don't need to explain myself so much. I just need to mention the name.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh. Yeah.
Obama went to Kenya, I think he was 22. And at the airport, at the passport control, somebody recognized his name. He wrote that in his book. In December of last year, I went to Kenya by myself because my son is in college.
Yeah.
And his college closed on the Monday before, well, the last day of school was Monday before Christmas, that was on Thursday. So that Monday, he caught a flight alone and came to Kenya for Christmas for probably 4 nights. We were gone. He was back on Sunday. He was there maybe for just 3-4 days. And at the same passport control, they recognized him because of his name. So I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
That your family carries a name.
Yes.
He was coming through, entering the country by himself without me, and they look at his passport, they look at him again, and they say, "Ah, you are the Nganga." And he likes telling people, even here, that he is the original George Watson. I am a replica.
I know him. The one you posted today.
Yes, that is 1 day old. That is 1 day old baby.
Oh,
it's the one in my picture or in my song, Raising Up Boys, right?
Raising Up Boys. I even liked the status because it concerned me so much.
That is 1 day old baby. Today he is 19 years old.
He looks Asian.
He looks the way he wants to look like.
But we have more in him as much as he looks Asian.
Yes.
Genetic combinations.
Bro, you should see a photo of my father's father. You put him in the photo of my grandfather. The nose is the same. The ears are the same. The smile on the lower side of the jaw are the same. We never met our grandfather. My father's father died when my father was probably 12 years old. But we have pictures.
Oh.
Don't believe the nonsense the victimhood of the colonized tell you that they were oppressed. We have pictures from 1930s of my grandfather who died before my father was a teenager. One of his sons, the oldest one from the oldest wife, went to college to be a teacher, educated by the Mzungu. But that's not the story.
Yes.
Yes, so there is the brain power. There is the formula to succeed in your fingertips. And then you have a family name that means something. The rest were just interactions. The rest, pay attention. The rest were just the results of interactions between the men and the women in your lineage. Those outcomes were not favorable for you.
Facts.
Those are the things. Go ahead.
Even my uncles, all drunkards. They're all drunkards. No wives, no taking responsibility. Mama's boys, weakness, crying every day, victimhood. Oh, Papa this, Papa that. Papa will do this for us, Papa that. So there's nothing. I wish them away every day.
I was on Kingori show for the second time, and
I saw it.
I brought up that issue
of Papa.
No, about entitlement. Yes, the entitlement. And I said an entitled child is worse off.
Is dangerous.
Is worse off than a poor kid. You would rather deal with a poor kid than deal with an entitled child. And I was telling King Ori, it's a very tricky balance when you have resources to know how to balance it off with the children. The children should not know whether you are rich or you are poor. You should teach them the value of money. And when you have the resources, the temptation is to spoil the children. Bad idea. You can spoil the girls, but not the boys. If you get it wrong, you end up with Kenanides, like your uncles, drunkards.
Oh, until now they do cry about their dad, and they sold everything he made because they can't manage.
It's a very tricky balance.
Last year. Yes.
And your grandfather made money the organic way. Imagine your grandfather getting rich in 40s and 50s. What that took.
And 50s. So bad.
What it took for somebody like that to activate his God-given potential to succeed in the environment that they lived in what the victims want us to believe that they were colonized. And his sons get good education, and it's not enough because they wanted more because of the entitlement. Instead of taking that formula and running with it. So you and your sister, you are digging deep into your family lineage. Those are the things you have to reconcile with, honestly, frankly, in a very raw, sober manner, that this here is an anomaly. We need to avoid this one. And especially for you, because your sister can get married to a Kikuyu and she becomes a Kikuyu, and now deal with the connotations of the culture she adopts. But for you, you will carry both the curses and the blessings in equal measure. And you have to be very conscious on how to avoid making the mistakes of your fathers. That's why Obama calls his book Dreams of My Father. So yours probably is going to be the curses of my father. And then you capitalize on what cannot be changed, what cannot be bought, which is the formula to succeed, the formula of the brain power, and the good name that your people created for you before your father was born. These other things are secondary results of the bad interactions with women.
Secondary?
Yes, those are things you can avoid. And you can capitalize on this greatness of your lineage. My grandfather was nicknamed my father's father, who we never met, who my father barely remembers. He was nicknamed Miako.
Miako.
In Kikuyu, it's construction. He was the mzee wa Miako because he was very good at working with his hands. My son was working on vehicle engines at age 16. I did not meet my grandfather. My grandfather died when my father was 12. But that blessing of knowing how to work with hands, my own son, 4 generations later, inherited it. My son now is 19, working on airplane engines. That formula for success is in his hands from his great-grandfather that was nicknamed Miako because he was good with his hands. Take that and run with it. The issue about the negative results from women interactions, those are the things you can change if you're honest with yourself and say, this is where my mother went wrong. Forgive your mother so that you don't marry a woman who is a replica of your mother. But the formula for success, the big brain, the good name, run with it. Obama Senior was in the group of the African airlift that was started by Tom Boyer. He was a beneficiary of that airlift together with Wangari Maathai. The brain power aspect of it. You see that brain power, follow Obama. You see that big name, follow Obama. One of the 45 people in the 250-year history of America to occupy the White House for 8 solid years. That name means something. That formula is undeniable, is ingrained in the DNA of your own composition. Amplify that. Follow that great name where it takes you. Follow that brain power where it takes you. Follow that formula of your great-grandfather. The way my son, who has my son never met my father. Let's start there. My son never saw my father. But he is inheriting my father's talent in his own life. If we estimate that my grandfather died in 1940, when my father was 12. From 1940 to today is 86 years old. And that ingenious in my grandfather is showing up in my own son. 86 years later. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Amplify that, bro.
So I should run with the positives. And the negatives.
The negatives, you can solve them by just choosing better women.
Oh. I've never had one.
You are avoiding women because you associate the failures of your father and the failures of your grandfather on women. Rightfully so.
But I think that my grandma, she's the source of the traumas.
No, the problem is the men who chose the women.
Oh.
Women are women. A woman is going to do what a woman does. You have to see where your father and his father made a mistake so that you don't make the same mistake, so that you don't end up with the same woman. It's more about your choices other than the nature of the woman. The nature of the woman is never going to be changed. Ever. A woman is all, and this is a very inconvenient truth. A woman is always going to do what a woman does. When you are weak, she punishes the weakness. When you are strong, she respects that strength. She obeys that strength. She honors that strength. She follows that strength. She submits to that strength. The same woman. The moment you show weakness, nature activates the red weapon in her to punish that weakness. A woman is a woman, is a woman, is a woman. A woman is always going to do what a woman does. It has nothing to do with her. It's the choices you make in your own life so that you attract the best of the character of the woman. Okay?
Yes.
Bro, you are in a better position than you thought you were. With the formula for success, with the brain power to retain knowledge, and with a good name that, I mean, Ethiopians are still claiming the lineage of Solomon because of his good name. Do you know that? I want to show you now how important that good name is. Queen of Sheba traveled to Israel, and King David tricked her to sleep with her. He put a mirror on the hallway. And when Queen of Sheba stepped on the hallway, and unbeknown to her, stepped on the mirror, the reflection of her nakedness showed up, and now Solomon saw the nakedness of Queen of Sheba. And by doing that, ignited sexual arousal on not just him, but also on the woman. Slept with that woman, got pregnant, and she went back 1,600 miles back to Ethiopia. But she carried the seed of greatness, of a lineage of leaders, people with a good name. She carried the ingenious of the big brain of King Solomon. And he carried the blessings of the formula of success that is in the lineage of King Solomon. To date, Ethiopians are still following that great name. They are still following that greatness of leadership from Solomon. Somebody is so conflicted about how I gave that story. They are like, okay, let me Google. Is it true that that Queen Sheba was tricked with a mirror to reflect her nakedness by King Solomon? You will roll with that story the way I have given it. Choose better women. You are set for life with the things that matter. The formula for success in life, you already have it. The big brain that consumes knowledge and information, you already have it. You carry a big name. Just make better choices with women than your father made. Make better choices with women than your grandfather did. And how do you do that? You want to ask me and you haven't? By staying in your frame, by staying in your masculinity, by winning, by succeeding, by discovering yourself, by self-actualization, by building yourself to be a high-value man, so that you not only attract the right woman, but so that that woman you attract is going to be so scared of losing you and your value that she's going to respect you, she's going to honor you, she's going to submit to you, she's going to follow you, and she's going to submit to you. That's it. A woman is a woman is a woman is a woman. You influence how she behaves around you. But you are set for success on your own. So when you showed up, you thought things was for elephant. There is no elephant, bro. you got this.
I feel free.
Speak life to your existence. Speak life to your present. Speak life to your future. Speak prosperity. Speak greatness. Speak success. Then those things will follow you because they were predestined to follow you. There are people who have generational curses. You have generational blessings. Pursue that.
And sometimes I feel bigger than my environment. There's nothing to inspire me over here. I sometimes feel like flying away and just going and starting a new life. The environment is so limiting, scarcity, victimhood, and nothing to inspire.
But you're also 22. You have 77 years ahead of you. You are also 22. Pave your own organic path of life. Stop comparing your life with other people's lives. The reason you just said what you just said is because you compare with yourself with somebody else. But those people don't compare themselves with you. So why are you falling for the trap of comparing yourself with them? Create your own greatness. Pave your own pathway of success. If you want the things around you to change, change the things around you. If you don't like the things you are looking at, change the things you are looking at. If there's nothing in your environment to inspire you, get into a different environment. How far along are you with college?
Meru.
No. How far along are you? Unamaliza lini?
2027, 2028.
Why are you late?
They joined me late.
Bro, I catch everything. I catch everything. You should be out of school by now.
Yes.
What happened?
I started going to school when I was a little bit older.
Which school?
Primary, nursery.
From the same dysfunction that your father presented you?
Yes.
Whoa. But because you had the brain power, it caught up with you. Now you're in university.
Yes.
There's a level of self-awareness that you have that you are not acknowledging, that is very helpful for you. You have not entangled yourself with women for a reason, but you have suppressed it and normalized it. It's not normal. It's a very, very, very good trait of a journey to your own self-actualization. That self-awareness is very important. You have listened to me for a while. You remember the guy who got infected AIDS by a fellow university student?
And the girl was pregnant.
No, the other one. The one who invaded his space when they were in college, and then one time she went home but left her paperwork so that he can discover that she goes to a HIV clinic, and also a death certificate of her mother so that he can discover that she was born with AIDS, and that AIDS is the one that killed her mother. You don't remember that story?
Mother. I didn't see that one. I saw the guy who was negative, but the girlfriend was supposed to be pregnant, and it was done by
yeah. That's a different guy. That one has a business. That one runs a supermarket, a small supermarket someplace. These ones were students. I'm bringing that up because that guy did not have sexual discipline, which you have, but not because of your own self-discipline, is because of the traumas of the men in your life.
It's It's not mine.
No, it's trauma speaking.
Oh, involuntary.
Yes.
Involuntary celibacy.
No, it's worse than incel because you are consciously, which I'm bringing this up because I'm telling you, I just told you that you have another level of self-awareness that you are not giving yourself credit for. You have looked into the dysfunction of the relationship that your father and your grandfather created, and you have opted to not entangle with women until you fully understand them.
That's true. I've been like the nature of a woman. I have an A in that one, but not yet graduating. I'm still learning from you guys. But I do read a lot and watch a lot about the nature.
Now the difference between me and you is that we learned it through trial and error. You are staying away from the error. You are staying away from the trial. You are reading with other people's books. Unasoma na kitabu ya wenyewe. Which is a very good thing. So that level of self-awareness you have at 22, bro, you are in the same level with Trevor Noah on a different category, but that level of self-awareness is crazy. We normally don't have that as men. Men, we are just floating around aimlessly. We don't mature until we are 32. That level is golden. And for you, it's informed by the traumas that were presented to you, by the dynamics of the relationship of the environment that your father created and the failures of your own grandfather. So just be the best version of yourself, not of your father. That is the temptation.
Facts.
And the reason I'm telling you that is because you cannot make your father proud. Because he never made his father proud. So you don't have that option. Only your son in the future is going to make you proud because he's going to see pride in you. He's going to see greatness in you because you have amplified the greatness you inherited from your lineage of the brain power, of the success in your fingertips, and the good name. You amplify those ones. Then you create a whole new generation that has no connection with the negative connotations that come with the greatness of your lineage. You don't have the option to make your father proud because he never made his father proud. You have to amplify that on your own and now change the dynamics, the paradigm shift of that aspect, the relationship between father and son and father in your own son. But I wish I had that level of self-awareness at 22. I didn't have any traumas I was dealing with. So there is that also.
You're doing profoundly well in a well family setup.
Because I grew up being proud at my father. Every time you hear me talking about the path my father took.
I heard that on the
Yes.
He afforded you guys.
So it's very natural for my son to be proud of me and be proud of himself because of the environment I've created, because of what I was presented with by my own father. And this is a father who was working on a clean slate. His father died when he was 12. He capitalized on the greatness of the positive attributes that he inherited from his own father. And now he has passed it on genealogically to my own son. People who never met, people who are in totally different geographical locations, people who have the genetic composition of each other. That's how powerful the positive attributes are. Okay?
Yes.
Amplify that.
So Yeah, I'll do that. And I sometimes feel like I need to find someone we can trauma bonding. I don't know that big division or not.
Bad mistake.
I always feel like
bad mistake. Which is why I brought up the guy. You need Trevor. Find the episode about a guy in college with a girl who was obviously born with HIV, and they trauma bond with that guy. Find the name of that episode, Trevor. They trauma bond because of the dynamics of the relationships of both of their homes. But now look at the outcome of it.
Bad.
You want to heal, not trauma bond. What you need is healing, not trauma bonding. If you trauma bond, you are going to produce the exact same thing your father produced. Your father trauma bond with your mother. Remember the uncomfortable truths about your mom?
What?
So you don't want to trauma bond, you want to heal.
Yes.
So you don't bring somebody else with the damages and you multiply the damages and you pass them along to your own children. Then you have a generational curse of traumas unbeknown to you. But you actively participate in it because you pair with the wrong person. Heal on your own. Heal on your own. You hear women giving excuses as to why they are walking away from marriages by saying, I needed to work on myself. I needed to discover myself. Bitch, discover yourself first before you go destroy another man's life.
So there's nothing like trauma bonding.
No, don't get tempted to do that. No. It's a very sweet victimhood is a very sweet position. I mean, Kenya is now a big prison of victimhood. It's very bad. Episode 48. Thank you, Trevor. Episode 48. Go listen to that episode.
I'll search it.
That guy was trauma bonding with that woman because of the history of both of their background. Brian Mireri saying props to that guy. He is so self-aware at 22. The first step is identifying the problem which he has at a young age. Now he needs mentorship and teachers. He's 22. Don't rely so heavily on mentorship. What is the other name after mentor? Role model, right?
Yes, role model.
I have a song way back when I started making these songs. And I said, you no longer need a role model. You no longer need a mentor. The only thing now you need is discipline. You become that thing that you wanted other people to be for you. Discipline. Okay?
Yes.
You are the adult now. You are your father now.
Yeah.
Look at this is something I do all the time. I measure myself with my father. I captured that in this song called Father, You Are My Father. Look at where your father was at your age. Try to beat that. That generation was starting family at a very early age.
Oh, it was due to misinformation.
No, due to the nature, the demands of the society. These are people. These are the first generation after independence. So their fathers understood the assignment. If you listen to the patriotic independence songs, there is a song in Swahili that says, Sisi wa Kenya milioni 17 in 1963. 17 million. We are now at 55. That generation knew that the first assignment was to have children so that they can create enough workforce to run this brand new country that they have just been left with. The Muzungu did his part by educating the generation of boomers in colleges and technical schools and giving them the skill set and training so that they can run their country. That's why they were veterinary officers, they were agricultural officers, they were surveyors, they were clerical officers in offices, they were teachers, they were clinical officers. That whole generation was created deliberately by the white guy so that now that generation of boomers can run the country. That generation, their first assignment was to have as many children as possible so that now they can create their own organic workforce. That's why that generation have minimum of 7 children. You said your grandfather had 12 of those. My father had 9. My mom's sister, who is older than my mom, had 15. Then you go look at the progression, how far away we are moving away from 1963, and the children start getting smaller. And then you reach at a point where there is so many of them and there are not enough institutions because the black guy could not manage the institution that he was left with by the white guy. All the way to my generation. There was only Egerton University College, there was Jomo Kenyatta, there was JKU CAT, and Nairobi University. That's it. So now there is too many of us and not enough institutions. And now our children, we have an influx of institutions because we overcorrected the problem that we were faced with. We made a big mistake by turning Kenya Polytechnic University, the one on Haile Selassie, into a university, because that's where most of the people got the skill sets. Kenya Institute of Education, that's where people went to polish their skill sets, the people who worked for the government. I think these days they call it something else. We overcorrected what we did not have the opportunities to go to university colleges that offer degrees by oversaturating colleges with this university industrial complex. And now your generation's degrees are useless. An insult I like mentioning every time I get an opportunity to.
No skill sets.
Exactly.
Facts.
Exactly.
Man.
Instead of teaching teachers at Kaimosi and Makoyo, I can't remember the name of that university in Makoyo. I mean, that teachers college in Makoyo. And the other one in Nyeri. Instead of teaching teachers there, you are just teaching them a university degree and then pushing them to school. Bad mistake. We took away Kenya Polytechnic, which was teaching skill sets, men on how to work with their hands. Turn it to your university, now equal to JU CAT, equal to Mount Kenya, equal to every other nonsense university offering useless degrees and no skill set. You get mad at me all you want, but those are facts.
Facts.
Why did we bring that up? What was the story before that? Oh yeah, you do not. Nikubushe?
Let me remember. We were talking about.
You are the adult now. You don't need a mentor. You don't need a role model. You become the role model. You become the mentor.
You're like, I should not look for mentorship.
Yeah, Papa Billion here is saying, I had a mentor when I was 16. 10 years later, everything he taught me doesn't apply.
He was lied.
You can admire somebody from afar. Which is the difference between a role model and a mentor? You can say my role model is Chris Kirubi. that you creating that role model in your head, it's obviously not the failures of his marriages that he's becoming a role model of. It's the way he conducted business. People don't want to talk about that one.
The failure.
It's the success. So the role model aspect of a thing, and that's why they say never meet your hero, because you're attracted to him because of the positive attributes that you admire in them from afar. If you meet them, you find that they also have faults just like your father. Then you start seeing them differently. So just have somebody you admire from afar and ape that which you admire about them. You go looking closely, you find that they failed in marriages and they beat their wives. Then you get conflicted. You are 22, you get disoriented. That is my point. Okay.
But now I know I have two clear paths, the positive ones and the negative ones. The negative ones are the secondary ones that I should avoid. And
sorry. Repeat your question. I was reading something here by Brian. Rudia tena?
It was not a question. I will say that I now have two distinct parts.
Three.
The positive
ones. Three. Yeah, the brain power, the good name, and the formula in your fingertips to success.
Yeah, that's one part. And under one umbrella that I should amplify.
Yes. The reason I am diminishing the second part, it's because it's environmental, it's circumstantial. If you change your environment, those things change. You started off by saying that you are 22 and you feel like you are not motivated by the environment you are in. So you can solve that problem by exposing yourself to different circumstances. These are the things here, the good parts. They are ingrained in your DNA. Your great-grandchildren will inherit them the way you inherited from your great-grandfather.
I'm also like, I'm so tall like him, go so tall and calm.
Like who do we know that is tall and calm that we can take a visualization of? Like Obama?
Grandpa.
No, the people we know. Tall and calm.
Tall and calm. The people you know. Obama. We have Obama. We have what is his name? I know he's not tall.
Who?
But he's more of a role model. Warren Buffett.
You see, I tricked you to tell me who your role models are. That's what I was doing. You will never meet Warren Buffett.
Facts.
You will never meet Obama.
Facts.
That's the difference between a mentor and a role model. You can admire that which you like about those people from afar, from a world away, and you ape it in yourself so that you can amplify the positive attributes that you already have. Do that. Do that. Lean into that.
You said something so profound about detachment from the environment because the things that happen were circumstantial.
Yes.
Ooh, it's so relieving to hear that. It narrows down to specifics, the solutions, and the doable strategies, and it's relieving.
I am tempted to tell you a formula that can work for you wonderfully, but it's going to sound like it's a far reach. build yourself so much as a high value man, so that you have options to choose women not just out of your culture and tribe, but also outside of your race. You right now, you don't know where your life is going to take you, but I am fascinated by the outcomes of eugenics. It's a very touchy subject. That's why I am double guessing myself if I should speak about it. I am fascinated by the results of both active and passive eugenics, the results of it. Donald Trump is both Irish and German. He benefits from that mashup of the cultures. Okay?
Yes.
He is conscious enough to know that he also has to play his own part to supercharge the good genes he was dealt for his own children to continue that genealogy of greatness. I want everybody to disagree with me in what I'm saying right now. It's not going to change the facts. So when he needed children, he went and looked at women from societies that practiced eugenics, from societies that are from a lineage of having supercharged their gene pool by selective reproduction. That's why he went to Eastern European countries for 3 of the 4 wives. And the result of that are super gene children of his own. He came from a mashup of German and Irish, where he made a mistake and married a regular white woman. That daughter is just a regular daughter. I think her name is Stephanie.
It explains why I was saying your son looks Asian. You did that intentionally, right?
I did not have. I just got lucky. I did not have the information. From that point on, I've been making very conscious, deliberate
decisions.
Yes, on the women I choose to carry my seed, because my seed is very diminished. I am a Kikuyu. Subiri kidogo.
But let me ask you. Acha nikutuzi kiasi.
You wanna throw another rock at the crickets?
Yes, let me throw, then I go back. They're so loud. It's going to be one of the organic, authentic episodes. Crickets here and there. Village life here and there. Interacting with nature. So I was to roast you. So let me go back.
No. Let me. hold that thought. Don't forget it. If you have to write it down, write it down. Let me go back where I was going.
Yes.
I am a Kikuyu. I have very, very, very diminished gene quality because of the composition of the origin of the Kikuyus. Something black people don't want to confront when it's negative about themselves. So we have this learned hypocrisy to project our iniquities. I do not have that problem. My genes are very poor because of the genes I was dealt by being a Kikuyu. Okay, let me explain it. There is an insult there. I want to deliver. The story about Kikuyu and Mobi. There's a lot of background noise on your end. The story about Kikuyu and Mobi that they don't tell you is that Kikuyu and Mobi had 10 children. They only tell you about 9. When you start looking where they got their husbands from, they cook up a story, which is a lie. 9 of the 10 daughters of Kikuyu and Mobi were impregnated by their father. The origin of Kikuyu is innocent. We were dealt a very poor gene, except one girl, her name was Wamoyo. She refused to sleep with her father. Shakamoyo, she was ostracized. That's why they never count them. That's why they say Kedamoyoru, a full 9. But there were 10 of them. Shakamoyo was ostracized because she went against the practice of the father sleeping with the daughters to give them children. Kikuyu, 90% of Kikuyus came from incest. God do with that information what you want to do with that information. Mimi siyo wenu. I'm just a Kikuyu.
Oh.
Okay?
Can't imagine.
Now, let's slow down. Adam and Eve. They did not have 2 sons, Cain and Abel. They had 2 sets of twins. Cain's twin sister was Aklima. Abel's twin sister was Lulua. When they became of age, Cain wanted to marry his own twin sister. The father said, it's only fair that you exchange the twins. Cain refused. That's where the fight between Cain and Abel came from. And God talked to their father and said, they need to sacrifice to me to atone and bring peace between the sons. Because Cain wanted to marry his own twin. Instead of marrying Lulua, he wanted to marry Aklima. It was only fair for them to exchange the twins to try to improve the gene pool they were dealt with because there was no other option. Cain refused. Grudgingly, he agreed to make peace by participating in the peace offering to God. The problem is, he was still angry. So God rejected his offering and accepted the offering of Abel. In anger, he killed his brother. Then his own twin, Lulua, was married by Seth, the 3rd son. Now you see the connection between the Kikuyu Mobi story that they don't tell you about and the Bible story they don't tell you about. We are all descendants of incest. Now, Kikuyus have an added layer of diminished value because 9 of the 10 children, they made babies with their father. When you see a Kikuyu succeed, it is the one that is a descendant of Sakamoyo, like Didinyoro. That brain power in Didinyoro. Didinyoro is definitely a Sakamoyo. Kikuyus were trying to come up with a formula to handle this poor gene they were dealt with. That's why they created the Bari out of the women. So there is the Monjiro, there is the Monjiko, there is the Momboi, there is the Monjiko. All those names were Moshera. All those names were so that they can identify this one comes from this woman. So it's, if you want to improve the gene quality, don't marry a Mosera. Cross with a Momboi, cross with a Monjiro, cross with a Monjiko. It was the only way they could deal with the poor gene they were dealt. I am making that point that I come from a very poor gene, organically. So for me to improve my gene, I have to go out of my way to deliberately and intentionally pair my poor genes with a woman from the other side. That's why Kikuyu women are very good at getting married to other tribes. It's the nature in them to try to do something about this poor gene that you are dealt. Kikuyu women are the leaders in cultural intermarriages. They are the leaders in racial intermarriages. Kikuyu women, for God's sake, are having children with the Indians. Men have never been known to have children with Indian women because we are lazy like that. So you have to know what is your limitation and you work to overcome it so that you can have a better outcome. So now I was telling you, you don't know where life will take you, but I hope it takes you to somewhere so good after you work on yourself that you have options to marry a woman from a Scandinavian country, because that is the best gene pool today. Do you know what is the second best gene pool?
Yeah. Which one?
Children of Rwandese that were born after the year 2000.
Oh, I heard you say that. From which part?
I got in a lot of trouble when I said that. I have a video of it. The Rwandese came after me. They wanted to cancel me. The Rwandese wanted to cancel me for saying that.
Was it with Eric or?
Oh, no, even way back. I have a video. I have one of those drives that I said that on my own.
Oh.
Long time ago.
Oh, on your drives.
Children that were born after the year 2000.
Fresh and
they are now 25 years old.
Yes.
Their children are going to be super genes of Africa. If you are Dwanzi, you don't know something called genocide that happened in 1994. In that video, I explained that we can give a generational gap of 6 years between 1994 to the year 2000. Those children, 6 years after the genocide, they have trauma of the experiences of the genocide of 1994. But the children born after that, they were born under the leadership of Kagame that is actively creating a totally different mindset in the Rwandese psyche. So these children from 2000, they grew up being veered away from the traumas of the past and into the greatness of what they can become. That's why they are very far away in achievements in biochemistry and in technology because of the leadership of Kagame to consciously and deliberately pave them into a better future. So those children now that are 25 years old, their children are going to be super genes. You don't have that much to eat. You're 22.
I will run there.
So you probably need to go to a Scandinavian country, Eastern European at best, a Polish woman, Georgia, the country. These guys are fighting with Russia. What are they called?
Iran.
Not Eritrea. What is their name? The ones that are fighting with Russia.
Iran.
No.
Iran is fighting with America.
No. With Russia, the fight has been going on for the longest time. The people who send us fertilizer. That country too has a history that produces better quality genes. Ukraine, yes. Thank you so much, Alan Tony.
Oh, Ukraine.
Yes. Thank you, Wes Waidaka. I am saying these things deliberately because I know black men have no appetite for what I'm saying. Black women have been doing this forever. The problem is black women don't have it in them to supercharge genes of other than black men. Do you want me to say that again?
Yeah, repeat.
There are more black women in Europe that have children with European white men.
Yeah.
The product of that is just regular children. But
black women, European men.
When it is the black man who have a child with a non-black woman, the product of that is a super gene. Dave Chappelle, Tiger Woods' children. Tiger Woods went to Vikings country, whatever that country is called, the one with the yellow flag in Scandinavia. That's where he got his wife. He supercharged his own genes because his own genes were already supercharged between a black man and a Vietnamese woman or Thailand woman. He consciously, just like Trump, knew what to do with his own super genes. If he married a black woman, if he married a black woman, his children would have ended up like Obama children, just regular kids. That's a mistake Obama made by marrying a black woman instead of marrying other than a white woman, other than a black woman, to supercharge his own genes that he was dealt by his own father.
So it has to be intentional.
Deliberate. Sweden, thank you so much. Yes, Tiger Woods went to Sweden to supercharge Thailand genes. If he married a black woman, regular kids. If he married a Thailand woman, regular kids. There's nothing supercharged. Now let's go back to the woman in Europe. She intentionally marries and makes children with European men. But a black woman does not have what it takes to supercharge genes of a non-black man. Only a non-black woman has the ability to supercharge the genes of a black man because the black man is the superior being. So we see those genes do wonders in Obama, Dave Chappelle, and every basketball, Tiger Woods, every basketball guy we know. There's a guy called Tyson. He's a professor. He has written like 78 books. What is his name? Tyson. His mother is white. He's a black guy. he has a brother who is not a product of his father. He's a useless guy in prison from the same mother.
That's a useless guy. So,
I mean, the other way around. His mother is white, his father is black.
He's black.
He shares the supercharged, he got the supercharged genes. His own half-brother is in prison, a useless human being. This guy has 70-something books. Somebody look, there we go. Nile deGrasse Tyson, that guy. Where's Waithaka? Thank you. There is a science to that madness. You are going to reject this information because you are pushing back on your inability and your iniquities to do something about it. The talented footballers in Europe, the regular football, the real soccer, Mbappe, you don't even have to know. Supercharged genes.
Mbappe with it.
Louis Hamilton.
Is it?
Louis Hamilton. The problem is somebody in there sprinkled the gay genes. Yes. Hamilton has dominated a sport that is exclusively European white sports. Tiger Woods has dominated a sport that is exclusively white man sport. You go look for a way to explain it, open your space, and articulate that. Don't counter my madness.
Is it the same shit with Arati?
Arati has married a Chinese woman. Is that where you're going with it?
Yes.
Have you seen her daughter?
I have not seen them.
She has a channel on TikTok. Hey! She looks like the Asian woman I was dating in my younger years, 20 years ago. Ooh-wee! Yawa! Oh, why did you bring him up? Arati has married a Chinese woman. Is that where you're going? Is that where you brought Arati?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It is true.
His daughter is on TikTok. She looks like a picture. She looked like that little Asian girl. I've told that story openly. Wait. If I had the information I have now, I should have a son who is like 22, 23, 24 years old. Because this is way before my son's mother. If I had the Kioms, I would have myself a Tiger Woods. My nephew, Dennis, has children, 2 boys, with a Vietnamese woman. Woof! I know what I'm saying, bro. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying.
So
yes, somebody, Waithaka, PBD is Persian. What kind of genes do you think PBD carries? Christian Anampoa is Persian. What kind of genes do you think Christian Anampoa carries? I'm answering your question, Waithaka. What about the Persians? PBD is Persian. He is about to hit billionaire status. Anampoa has dominated the airwaves in cable TV and beyond. Persians have very good genes. Are you asking this question for yourself? Are you in proximity of choosing between a Persian and a Turkish woman? Why? How did we get here? How did we get here? So I was telling you those attributes you have: the brain to retain information, the talent in your fingertips to succeed, and the good name that you are dealt. You are 22. Find a way to a non-black woman. Thank me later. I'm not going anywhere. I will be here. I will be here.
So we were. Oh no, I was to roast you before that.
There we go.
You were saying that you are Kikuyu, weak genes loser.
Huh?
Right?
Say that again.
You are saying that being Kikuyu, you are a weak gene motherfucker.
Yes, very, very. The poorest genes are Kikuyu genes.
So
depleted.
So I mean, a uni in Tarakanith called Chuka.
Goja kidogo. When you were asking that question, you mentioned Luo. What was that thing you said about Luo?
Luo?
Oh, you did not mention Luo?
I didn't.
Okay, go ahead with your roast. I mean, I am a Kikuyu. I have very depleted genes. There is nothing I can do about it.
Do you know Chuka?
Yes, of course. I went through that whole area 3 weeks ago.
Oh, so that's where I went for my higher learning, and whenever I see the Kikuyu men there, you see a typical Kikuyu woman has no ass, big breasts, and a big tummy, right?
Not the ones I know, but continue.
But a typical Kikuyu lady.
Yeah, bro, my girlfriends and ex-girlfriends listen to this thing. I have to be careful how I carry myself in public. You know, better.
Flat ass.
Kwani haukututetea?
Big dashboard and a big kitambi. So whenever I see the Kikuyu men, I'm like, in your trousers, these are the jeans and sperms you guys carry to give us such women.
But Kikuyu woman is also one of the most beautiful women in Kenya. If you don't know about Turkanas and Swaburus, what are you trying to say?
No.
Hey, bro, I have Kikuyu girlfriends. Don't get me in trouble.
Hey, okay. So you said that I need to, let me check. I was writing. We are narrowing down to the specifics. Detaching, building, and what else do you have for me?
You already have the self-awareness part. So eventually you are going to get to the apex of self-actualization. That one, it's going to be very automatic for you. Same as this teenager here called Trevor Noah. Bro, you have it very easy. You walked in here so beaten and rained on. No, that was very imaginary. There are real people. There are real people dealing with real generational curses. I have interacted with them on X. If I was a human being, I would feel sorry for them, but I don't have those genes of awareness. But I know people on X that are really dealing with real generational curses. You don't have that. You carry blessings. You carry the formula for success, and you carry a big name. Tembea na Yesu. Okay.
I appreciate so much, dude.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing, man. That was very, very, very emotional.
I feel lighter now.
There's a problem somewhere. I don't know why you're suppressing it.
What? Which one?
What became of your older brother?
My older brother?
Mm-hmm.
What about him?
You never mentioned him anywhere. You only mentioned your older sister.
Oh, he's there.
There where? How did he turn out?
He hustles. He has a wife, 2 kids, and he's outside the country. He's in Allah Akbar country.
Alone.
Yes.
Married from the same tribe?
No. Yes, but Nunjas and Bukusu, they're one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you people have what? 27 sub-tribes?
Nunjas?
Yeah.
I think so. We are so many.
Yeah, I think you are either 26 or 27.
Yeah, but from the same tribe.
So the marriage is working because of the distance.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm asking you.
It is.
But he is older than your sister? Or your... Yeah, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, he is older than your sister.
Yes. Yes.
So there is no way your sister carries the trauma and he doesn't.
So I was telling my sister, she was asking that. Now, out of us, it is only the two of us who recognized the problem, the dysfunction, and how it affected us. So when she reached out to them, they saw that side of life. They were like, no, we are just living, surviving, we feel nothing.
They numbed.
I don't know why
they numbed the pain.
They even don't know.
Yeah. That's where ayahuasca comes in. and for your father, those demons, those voices were so strong in him that he had to continually numb them with alcohol.
Oh, they were voices.
Yes. Bro, you have won 50% of life's battle if you avoid alcohol. 50%. Because there is nothing in this life that beats a sober mind. Nothing. Nothing for a man. I don't know anything about women in this context. Women, let me retract. Women can drink alcohol in what they call socially. Women can even go to bars and get a man from a bar, or a man get him from a bar. And the next day, she can stop drinking. The moment she gets pregnant, she stops drinking. Most of the cases. Different story with the nigger woman. That's why they bring up children that are fucked up in the brain because of alcohol withdrawal when they are being born. But generally, women know how to handle alcohol. Women drink alcohol for a different reason. Men, once you open that bottle, it's very hard for you to take yourself out of it. You are going to rationalize your life as alcohol has nothing to do with it. I am not an alcoholic. But it's the thing that is fucking up your life. So for you to be able to overcome alcohol, precisely because of the traumas of your father, that's 50% battle won. The problem these young people, your generation, are going through, because they bend to the pressure, the peer pressure of drinking. Now they are going to live the rest of their life rationalizing those bad choices of drinking in a society that glorifies drinking. For men, it's going to be very tough. You have won 50% of the battle that is associated with behavioral results and poor choices by simply not drinking. So you have it going on, bro. There's no weirdness in your life. You are so self-aware. You have dug deep into the ayahuasca of your past to see what is there so that you can avoid it, you and your sister. You are good.
And the number ones?
They will deal with their demons the way they see fit. You cannot save the next person. You can only save yourself.
Oh.
There is the song that says nobody's coming out of this life alive. Right? What is that song?
I didn't get that.
It's a very beautiful song. It says somewhere, it says nobody's coming out of this alive. You deal with your life the way you deem fit. You create your own path. There is no formula. You create the formula for your own life. You pick and choose what you want with this life. It is that bad. Go on my YouTube, search for the videos, and then search the category of most popular. The second video, I'm wearing a baby blue t-shirt and pants to match, and I'm driving, talking like a madman. Listen to that video. Listen to that video. Let me, Trevor, what is the name of that video? I don't want to get the phone away from the speakers. Something about, it has the name Matrix to it. The second most popular video on my YouTube. You create the rules so that you can rig the game to your advantage. Otherwise, you're going to be an NPC living a mediocre regular life. Or you can choose to be great. You have the formula to be great. Dear adult male, you either escape the matrix or become an NPC. The choice is yours. Thank you so much, Alan Stoney. That video. I got calls from Nigeria, from Cameroon, from Ghana because of that video. I got a Black American leave a voicemail because of that video. Are we together? Are we done?
Yes.
I don't think there's anything else.
Yes. So let me brainstorm and see. I want to exhaust you properly. Anything? And what about running away from the era?
You are a man. You don't have those privileges. It's in the video that I'm talking about. Women are not accountable. Men, we are going to hold you accountable. Planet Earth is going to hold you accountable. You can act like a woman. You can pretend to be a woman, but Planet Earth is not going to give you the same privileges as a woman. A man is always going to be held accountable. Always. Don't run away from accountability. That is what creates a man. That's what creates character. Accountability. You have to be reliable, you have to be dependable, and you have to deliver those two things with honesty. You have to be accountable.
So I need to.
There's a reason. There is a reason you asked that question. What is it?
I think you. Oh, you were saying that I was running away from the eras. Like avoiding the
women. You wanted to throw a board with a woman who has tattoos and piercings and daddy issues. Where? Watch your mchezo one.
And like you learn. No, you say that you learn through your own mistakes.
Yes, me, because we did not have information. I just got lucky, and somehow the outcome of my mistakes gave me a very smart, intelligent, beautiful daughter. That's all. My only positive takeaway. But we were learning. We were flying blind. We were doing things without the information.
Facts.
You have avoided making those mistakes. That's where we were. Okay.
Yes, avoiding them women and girls.
No, don't
Like
don't avoid women, because now you are going to hate women. We don't want a man walking around hating women. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. A man walking around hating women, that is a weapon of mass destruction. That is your father beating up his wife. That is your father rejecting the products of the womb of that woman, which is what he inherited from his own father when he walked away from 12 children of his own. You do not want to hate women, bro. Women are beautiful people. Women are good people. Good. You know that other way are called fruits of bloom. Fruits of bloom. Is that the name of the is that the name of that other way brand? Fruits of loom or something. Women are the fruits of life. Women are here for our entertainment. That is to agitate the feminist. Women are beautiful, bro. Women are good people.
I'll get one for myself now. I've been avoiding them because of the trauma.
For recreational purposes. For sports. Bro, you are 22. Just don't get any woman pregnant, and don't get diseases from a woman. But you are allowed to practice with these people. That's so that you can understand a woman's nature, because our system denied you the opportunity to go to a mixed boarding high school, which is where we learned how to understand women. So the first time you're interacting with a woman is when you are 18 in college. This woman has so much value. She has no time for you. So you get disillusioned. So you have to penya there. And because of your age, where do you go? What kind of woman do you date? That's why most of your age mates are dating older women. Because there is no woman left. You cannot go other age. You cannot date women your age because they are hot in the market. So you fall for mama in a different name. But you build yourself so that you can attract the right woman. But I never tell young people not to date women. It's not my place. No.
I sometimes feel like I understand the female nature, but putting it into practicality is the problem. I want to find one and observe and learn and interact and see that how it turns out.
Most of the people your age come to me because they had children with us, same demographic. If you can avoid that mistake, children and disease. Cheza hiyo mpira na mpira. I feel sorry for your generation. You will never experience real sex because you never have real sex. But that's what you're dealt. That's not my problem. That's a you problem.
So I should find one. I should not be...
No, there's no should, because then you will be guided by a need. Don't need a woman. Want a woman.
I should want.
Yes, not need. Don't get driven by a need, because if you get driven by a need, you become a servant to that need, and you become manipulatable because of that need. You become exploitable because of that need. A need is a very dangerous thing. Don't be driven by a need, other than a need to be rich, a need to be great, and a need to retire early. Those needs are very good. The needs that make a man, but don't need a woman.
I interacted with them, and we get to this point where I'm like, I want to communicate my intentions, but I don't want to sound like I'm simping, and I don't know how to put it. So
yeah, because you are thinking the woman is innocent, that she does not know what you want. That you have to come up with a formula of a language, like you are dealing with a 12-year-old. Listen. Do I have that video in public? I will post that video today. Probably I'll play it after you because I have to use the same speaker. By the time this woman is 22, she has been to places you will never be to. She has pictures. She has pictures inside an airplane. That widow seat picture. She has pictures with white gowns in 5-star hotels in Diani and Malindi and the Maldives. Younger than you are, because she is making good use of her value. And then you approach her and you're like, I don't know how to tell her. Bro, that girl is dealing with a man who is 3 times her age. And she's making it look easy. Do you want to know how I know? No, don't treat women like they are these fragile, innocent, clueless beings that you have to craft a language to approach them for sex. Where?
But you can't just jump on them like a zombie.
Yes, you can.
You can.
How do I know that? Ask me the question. I give you the answer.
How did you know that?
Russian Egonga made 28 videos of him approaching our women. Did she take any of those women to a restaurant?
All of them.
He took them home. Within 27 seconds of interacting with a strange woman, he had communicated his needs for sex.
I know now.
Without a language, with a language barrier, scored all our women from the age of 19 to the age of 59, all of them. Tuko pamoja? Bro, women know what you want before you say what you want. She's just waiting for you to convince her that you are worthy of having her value. Communicate that value. I don't even know why we are talking now. We are done here.
Shout out, George. Bless her.
All right. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Let me go through some of these works so that people don't think I dropped dead. And then I'm going to play the video I just promised you. What was the video I just promised? Just turn this thing on. What was the video? What did I say? What video did I say I wanted to play? Help an old man here. Somebody. I know what it is.
Gentlemen. Check this out. The first thing,
Let's do it in English.
gentlemen. gentlemen, my name is ASKiQ Watson, and you probably have heard me say this before. We need to equip young men with the necessary information to help them craft the rules of engagement with the other gender. By the time a woman hits 28, most of them have tasted a level of raw, unchecked desire that 80% of you will never know. Not because you're unworthy, not because you're weak, because the game is rigged different for men and women. Men brag about their conquests. It raises our status, sharpens our edge, builds legend. Winning a race theirs, because the same wildfire that elevates a man can torch a woman's leverage in the eyes of the world. So the stories get scrubbed, rewritten. It was just a phase. I was young and figuring myself out. I made mistakes. Translation. I chased what lit me up when the world still let me run wild. I fed on attention, chemistry, pure animal validation. No rules, no tomorrow, just the rush. And now she's walking into your life asking for the opposite. Stability, consistency, provision, emotional armor, safety. You're not stepping into the same arena where those other men played. You're arriving after the party's over, after the lights dimmed, the music stopped, and the thrill-seeking version of her retired. You are not competing with her ex-boyfriends. You're competing with ghosts, the impulsive nights, the zero-consequence highs, the men who got her at her most untamed. It wasn't love back then. It wasn't commitment. It sure as hell wasn't a future. It was instinct, desire, the moment. And here's the cold steel truth you need to swallow right now. She doesn't hide her past to spare your feelings. She hides it to protect the version of her she wants you to buy into, because perception is power. And once you see the full map, the game changes. A woman's past isn't just history, it's a blueprint. Patterns predict behavior, ignore them. And you're not noble, you're volunteering to be collateral damage. No apologies, no sugar, just reality. So what do you do with this? You wake the hell up, you stop being naive, you stop pedestalizing, you demand information before you invest emotion. The very first thing a man needs before he engages a woman, before he commits his time, his resources, his seed, his clarity. Read her, not her words, her actions, her patterns, her silences. Study female nature like your life depends on it. Because in this arena, ignorance is a death sentence. Women will test you, they will chaos you if you let them. But if you can read them, if you can lead them with unbreakable frame, they don't destroy you, they follow you. Become the man who doesn't beg for truth, you command it. You become the man who doesn't chase the retirement version. You build something so strong she never wants to look back. Rise up, kings. Stop simply for illusion. Stop fearing the past on your value. Let ruthlessly, let fiercely, because the world doesn't reward the nice guy who ignores red flags. It rewards the man who sees clearly and still chooses to build. Now go out there, eyes open, frame iron, heart armored. You've got work to do. Let's move. Gentlemen, jina langu ni George ASKiQ Watson. I say it as it is because mimi sio wenu. Mimi sio wa kwenu, kwetu ni Maragua. Kama vile nimesema hapo awali, the first thing a man needs before engaging a woman is information. He can craft clear rules of engagement with the sole purpose to come out on top. Maelezo safi, bila filter, bila lies. Eyes on me, mioyo wazi, no excuses fam. Hii truth moja ina katika noise kama blade sharp without it. Una nje ya blind kwa battlefield ambapo every shadow in a weapon hidden with it. Una step kama commander wa own fate yako. By 28, most wasichana wametaste maisha ya roho. Hamcheck desire ambayo 80% yenu hamjawahi kuonja. Trip to Diani, Dubai na Zanzibar. Her Insta iko na photos za window seat because she caught flights and not feelings. Amevaa white lobes from 5-star hotels in places you don't even know exist. Not because wewe hauna worth. Lakini game imeandikwa different kwa wanaume than that of a woman of the same age. The game is real. You see now why I'm giving you information, ndio jipange bro. Guys brag juu ya conquest zao, ina race status, ina sharpen edge, ina build legend ya street. Wasichana wana delete yao cause the same wildfire inayo build. Mwanamume's rap inaweza kutorch leverage ya demo machoni pa dunia. So stories zinapangwa upya. Zina scrub. Zina rebrand. It was just a phase bro. Nilikuwa young na kufigure out life. Nilitenda makosa tu. Dekodeo. Nilirun wild wakati clock iliniruhusu. Nilikunywa deep from attention, chemistry, pure animal validation. Hakuna rules, hakuna tomorrow, just the rush na high. Sasa she's walking into your life ask for the opposite. Stability, consistency, provision, emotional armor na safety fortress. Wewe si una step into the same arena where wale wa baba na masponyo walicheza. Una arrive after the party, meisha, lights dim, music stop, thrill seeking version yake imeretire. You are not competing na her ex-boyfriends, unapambana na ghost, impulsive night, zero consequence highs, wale wa baba na masponyo walionja ya most intense-sided. Back then, haikuwa love, haikuwa commitment, haikuwa future plans, ilikuwa instinct desire, the moment to pure electric want. It called still true, tunahitaji kusoro sasa. She doesn't hide her past to protect your feelings, ana hide ili kuprotect the image anayouza kwako. Perception ina control leverage, ukiona full map mapema, deal inaweza kucollapse. Her past history to ni blueprint patterns predict behavior. Ignore them na wewe si noble. Una volunteer kwa collateral damage, no fluff, no sugar coating, reality baridi tu. So what do you do na hii? Wake the hell up kijana. Acha kuwa naive, acha pedestalizing, demand information kabla ya kuinvest emotion yako. The very first thing a man needs before ku-engage them, before ku-commit time, resources, seed, ni clarity safi. Reader, not her words, her actions, her patterns, her silence. Study female nature kama life yako inategemea, cause in this arena ignorance ni death sentence. Wasichana watatest wewe, watachaos wewe kama frame yako ina crack, but ukiread them clearly, ukilead na unbreakable steel frame, hawaribu wewe, wanna follow. Become the man who doesn't beg for truth, una command. Become the man who doesn't chase retirement version. Wanna build something so solid hata hana hunger and past. Rise up, Obaba na king, stop simping for illusion, stop fearing history, own your value, bila apology, vet ruthlessly, lead fiercely, cause dunia doesn't reward the nice guy who ignores red flags, inawapa crown the man who sees clearly, na bado ana choose kubuild. Now go out there, macho sharp, frame iron, heart guarded, you've got work to do, twende farm, let's move. Kande! EQ Watson. MZ real sana.
Subscribe to this channel for more. All this music are on my Spotify, YouTube Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Apple Music, under the name ASKiQ Watson. Hit subscribe. See you on the next one. Thank you for your time.